You know how many people bitch
Like
about Call of
exactly
Duty?
one
I'm
of them.
surprised it's still always
What?
hitting the fucking.
No countdown, just
No,
right.
just straight invite, straight in.
Hello, ladies and gents. Shtory, how's it going? Welcome to Tins and Gins, episode 132. I hope you're all doing well and you had a good week and you're going to have an even better weekend. You were joined together with ourselves. Shut up, Mr. RG Daxter, the Beardsman, Collective Unit, and myself, the Precipitation. And tonight,
I love it.
He's moist.
our guest. Looking forward to having this gent on for a very, very long time. He is one of the best speedrunners in RE2 remake. He is one of the very few people that can say he's got a sub 52 in the game, and he's such a genuinely funny guy, an absolute legend. One of the few Englishmen that we can that are allowed to be on the stream. So some say he's not a snake, but he's very reptilian in his movements. And that to this day, he's still spamming the inputs. He is the one and only D-Tech.
Hey.
Welcome in, D-Tech. How are you doing?
D-Tech, mate.
Go team, go team.
Thanks so
Percy, nice. 6 months layoff. You were doing well, like coming back in strong. So Percy's our dedicated intro person for guests.
That was great, Percy. Smashed it.
Thank you very much. You're the first guest on this entire year, and no thanks to Dax for sabotaging the start, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure. I've enjoyed a few episodes of Tins and Gins myself over the. It's the first time I've met Collective and the Beardsman, so it's a pleasure to come on. Obviously, I've been suffering with Daxter and Percy for some time.
It sucks. Percy's cool.
Beardy, fuck you, man. Nobody likes you, Beardy. Fuck you.
Everyone loves me. I'm the token American.
You're an absolute cunt. Yeah, that's why nobody likes you.
Yeah, it's really nice of you guys to have me on, and I'm
you're very welcome.
I'm looking forward to hanging out and having a few drinks and a bit of a chin wag.
How was the week for everyone? First off, decent week.
Thank you, Dev.
Shite week.
Yeah. Holly, you're shaking your head. What happened?
Yeah, I had a terrible week, but apart from that, it's all good.
You want to talk about it?
No, it started really well. I seen Iron Maiden on Monday night, and then it just went all to shit in work from Tuesday onwards, and that just ruined my week. But
well, dude, you started so strong. What did you expect to happen? You know what I mean?
Exactly. It was all downhill from there. Like it was all
did
downhill.
Guns N' Roses not help? You got to see Iron Maiden, then Roses the next day.
I didn't go to Guns N' Roses.
You didn't go to Roses.
What?
He told you that in chat too, and I remember seeing it. I remember seeing it. You're like, "Oh, how was Guns N' Roses?" He was like, "I didn't go."
Senpai, get the fuck out of here.
I last minute didn't end up going, but it's fine.
I've seen Guns N' Roses. I can fill that gap in for you if you like. But
I mean, I've seen them before, so I wasn't too gutted to miss them. But absolutely, please do.
Oh well, it was Download Festival, and it was the last night.
I was there. I was there as well.
I think it was like 2008, maybe, or something.
Oh,
like
not that one then. They were there like 2-3 years ago. Again, but yeah, that 2008 one was pretty bad from what I heard.
Yeah, don't be fooled by my youthful complexion and my immaculate hairline. I'm actually pretty old. But yeah.
So you're only 21 now, so you must have been what, 6? Jesus.
I've been 21 for a while.
Well, no.
But yeah, Guns N' Roses weren't that great that night. I don't want to, bring them down, but it was. It caused some rioting after.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Oh wow!
So I was at Iron Maiden on Monday with a few mates and stuff, and I was saying, "Oh, I'm going to see Guns N' Roses tomorrow night," and they were actually at that download as well, and they were talking about how like all of a sudden just like Axl refused to come back on stage, because at that point, of course, it was like Axl and friends. It wasn't actually Guns N' Roses. It was like Axl and chums.
It was, yeah. I think Buckethead, who I'm also a fan of, was.
Oh man, I love Buckethead.
Yeah.
Man with 95 albums.
Buckethead, but I think they played "Knocking on Heaven's Door" like 3 times, which I still didn't understand. But yeah, so there was some, like, the whole security just left the event because everyone was going nuts, and obviously a small number of security personnel can't handle 70,000 people all causing chaos, so they just abandoned ship, Basically, it was
Jesus.
it was like Mad Max for a night. It was really strange.
I thought you were going to say the security joined in. They were that bad.
Well, no,
I
I think
think
Shingus was telling me that somebody took like a gas canister from one of the food places and blew up some of the portaloos.
Get the fuck out of here!
What
Really?
the fuck?
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
and he went to the toilets like the next day, and there was just like 7 of them were like either like absolutely obliterated or melted, and there was obviously, do you know the blue stuff from the toilets? It was just everywhere.
Taking
No,
dropping
that
a bomb
stuff
into
is
Jack's quite too literally.
Yeah, that's terrible.
It
But
probably
I-
wasn't the worst one that happened that weekend, but
Collie, I guarantee that was when that went off. I guarantee somebody else went and used that Jack's after a while. Imagine like it's fucking blown in half, and they're like, "Oh man, this toilet roll though. I have to use this one."
Yeah, it needs must. Like, it needs must.
Yeah, fucking hell. How about you, Beardy? How was your week?
It was a long one. Working in a building from 1845, I think. So it just sucks pulling cable in a building that was never meant to be cabled.
Oh,
The childhood home.
it's that
They
old,
want-
Collie.
They want
1845.
everything. Yeah, yeah. I know.
Wait,
it was
when
like
wa-
last summer for you guys. I think it was,
Was it not this
1845.
week, but the week before that you were off?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not off.
The
The
wife
family
and
was.
kids.
Oh,
sorry,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
right,
yeah,
that's right.
yes. I'm
That's
just
right,
home
so that-
alone.
The
That's
wife.
right. That's why it was. That's why I was
They think,
confused.
they think they're going on vacation.
No, that's why it was. Sorry,
I
that's
don't
why
know,
there
yeah,
were so
they're
many
away.
streams. That's right. That's right.
Yes, yes.
How's Zelda going, Beardy?
Nice. It's fucking great now. I'm on fucking 1 and 2. The rest of them have been great. Now, honestly, after 1 and 2, what was it? Link to the Past was great. Link's Awakening was fucking great. And I'm on Ocarina of Time, which is a
what
great
one? What
classic.
one was the remake that you played?
That would have been Link's. Actually, technically, I think Link to the Past was a remake,
Okay.
and I think Link's Awakening that was also a remake.
Because one of them looked
Yeah.
really good, like obviously like modernly.
That was Awakening, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Which is crazy. Like they haven't done so they've like remade them kind of, but didn't like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask still isn't remade, which is weird as shit to me. You know what I mean? Like it's just because those are like the ones that everyone always talks about. So well, I don't know. No, I'm enjoying it very much though. Now I'm really enjoying it. We do have Eagle Day next Tuesday. You can hear screeching all over America.
Just from all around the place.
Percy's like, yeah, we have horse day back at the house.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I hear the neighing well across the seas.
Oh man, stallions as far as the eye can see, lads. Oh man, big dingers.
It's not a national holiday. It's a personal one.
It's a celebration more than a holiday. Percy, how was your week? Now you're off for 2 weeks now, right?
I'm off for 2 weeks now. We have our summer shutdown,
Saucy.
so very much going to enjoy that. It was a pretty hectic last 2 weeks in work because we just got like a ton of orders in, so
You're down some guys too, aren't you?
We were flat to the mat. Yeah, you could say we have in our area three effective workers, including myself, if you want to call me an effective worker, and a trainee that we have. That's going pretty well. So, yeah, he'll be trained up in a while. So,
In a jiff.
looking forward to the time off. Not going to think of work. Not going to think of cream liqueur for the next 2 weeks.
Oh, you're gonna be drinking clean liquor.
Oh no, not after tonight with Darth. Oh my god. Was it 2 liters in one night? That
Yeah,
shit
you
was
drank
grand.
that fucking handle, didn't you? You were like, oh, I got a handle from work. And then you were like, the next day, you're like,
It's a lot
I
more.
gotta finish that handle. I finished it. It was fucking
There
terrible.
was cream liqueur coming out of all ends.
Oh Christ, Percy! Fucking hell, man!
It was like a sherbet machine. Oh.
I used to hang out with a guy who drank a pint of cream liqueur before we went out in the evening.
Oh,
And then he used to
bloody
switch
hell.
to lager. That just didn't make any sense.
Oh, man.
Surely that just curdles. Like, oh my god, that's
I
great.
know. I know he's making an
Wait, that
omelette
was-
in his bowels. It's actually
Yeah, when he gets hungry later that night.
Yeah, just does it right into the frying pan when he gets home at the end of the night. Like,
Oh fucking hell! Jesus Christ!
Oh my God.
Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Yeah. That's the end of Tins, lads.
That has
Thanks.
been Tins and Gins, guys. That'll be a great evening.
Was that ritual? Like, would he do that like all the time before
that's-
going out?
Oh yeah, he was a
Congrats.
big fan of Irish liqueur, like cream liqueur. Yeah, Bailey's. He'd just drink a pint of Bailey's before we went out. It was he's like, I need to line my stomach. I was like,
I don't
Christ.
know.
Oh my god, line my
I don't
stomach.
know if I could even drink
That's
like just
nuts.
Bailey straight. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I could do that.
Like you'd have to have like a little bit on the rocks.
There's
Like,
gotta be
after,
something. Yeah,
after
but
a couple of
something,
sips,
no?
it's sickening.
Yeah.
it's a tiny
Clearly
little
not
ice
to
cube
him.
floating around in a pint.
Yeah, one little
Oh.
cube.
Oh, I remember we were doing we were making car bombs, and you know you don't drink them; they curdle. And there was a girl. She's like, "I want to try one." I was like, "You're not gonna be able to drink it." She's like, "I want to try it." I'm like, all right, so we make it, and of course it fucking curdles. So my one buddy, I just look over at him. I go, "No balls. Here's a spoon," and he was like, "Oh," and he just eats the curdle, eats the curdle off the top of it. Oh yeah, it was gross. That was so
Have
foul.
I ever told you my like journey with Bailey's? I've never had Bailey's apart from this one time, and it was
That's
the
gonna
road
be
for,
good.
back up the road for like my birthday for years. Like every year, would hire out like a 40-seater bus and would go around the country pubs, and you would just like have a few drinks there and go to the next town and stuff. You'd be out for like 4 or 5 hours or whatever. But one of the stops, they all chipped in to get me like a dirty pint. And a dirty pint is literally that. It's just like it's got beer, cider, vodka, rum, everything in it, and they put Bailey's in last. And like exactly like you're saying, Beardy, the top just like all went like curdly
Yeah.
and weird. So I had like a big gulp of it because I was like, oh yeah, they bought me this, like fair play. And pretty much somebody no balls me. Like it was like, oh, you want something? I was like, I fucking will. So I downed it. I was like, oh, that wasn't too bad. I just had like some of my cider and stuff, and I stepped outside and fresh air hit me, and I projectile vomited like halfway into the street. And yeah, that was just horrible. I was just spewing for the rest of the night because of it.
The worst
Because it
when
was just
comes out straight.
burning in my belly.
It's like an arm coming out of you. Just vomit.
Spitting your fucking soul out across the
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
How does it get? That's amazing the amount of pressure you can get coming out of your system to just
yeah.
throw it.
Both
The
ends,
distance
Beardy.
on
Serious
that.
pressure.
It's the
Oh,
scene
man.
from Team America.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Get your dick and your pussy all covered in shit. What about you, D-Tech? Did you have a decent week?
Yeah, pretty good, thank you. Actually, this week was the last week of the current job that I'm working in. I'm starting a new job on Monday, so I'm quite looking forward to that.
Oh, nice. Congrats.
Congratulations.
Best of luck.
Best of luck.
Yeah. I'm still in the same company, so I get to keep in contact with a lot of my friends and stuff. So yeah, it should be an interesting situation for me. Back to training and learning and all that kind of thing. You've also caught me in the middle of a bit of a break from streaming as well. I haven't streamed for about 2 weeks other than tonight.
Hey, you were kind of de-rusting tonight, right?
I was de-rusting. That was the plan. But then I got my very first run in 2 weeks. I got to sewers, which is about halfway through the game. 11 seconds ahead of pace, which put me on pace for maybe sixth.
Yeah,
So
you're. I think I remember you saying that you're looking to be Arch. That's your goal. You're looking to be Arch in LAS 120, and you were 3 seconds ahead of him when you were in sewers.
Yeah. So when I first started speedrunning the game, it was dominated by 2 people. Archlon, who is a really popular Resident Evil speedrunner and speedrunner of other games. He's
from Mongolia,
an absolute legend. He's from Mongolia, and he held all major 8 world records in Resident Evil 2 Remake at the time when I started speedrunning. And the other major player at the time was Trey, or Trey D, 7-Ray D, as some of you might know him. And they were trading world records on an almost daily basis, beating each other by a little bit here and there. So there was a really exciting period of a few months where they were taking records off each other and playing basically ping pong with their world records at the time. So they've both been a massive inspiration for me, and I've been lucky enough to get to know Trey and some of the other top speedrunners in the game, and they've mentored me a lot. And to spend sort of 2 or 3 years speedrunning the game and beat one of their world records from back then is kind of my ultimate goal, basically, in the game. So I'm very excited to be on pace in sewers to do that. But you know, I'd settle for a top 10. My highest position's been 9th, but I'm back down to 11th at the moment, and it kind of upsets me that I'm not in the top 10.
And how much will you need to break in order to get back into the top 10? How much time do you need to save?
8 seconds, I think. So the run itself is well, my PB is 51 minutes and 56 seconds. There's only been 10 other people that have broken the 52-minute barrier in the game. I've got the time save. Like I said, I was 11 seconds ahead halfway through the game earlier tonight. So I just need Capcom to, you know, yeah, maybe fire the employee that they've, you know, specifically brought into the company to hit a big red button and start screwing with me when I'm speedrunning. Yeah, it's just a matter of time. It took me over a year to get sub 52 when I started going for it, when I realistically thought I could get it. So there's a lot of grind, there's a lot of resetting. If you enjoy the first 5 minutes of the Resident Evil 2 remake, I'm probably worth watching. If you get bored of the gas station,
I do like that burger. I do like that burger. I must
that
say.
is the filthiest looking burger ever. Like, oh my god, the grease falling off of that.
Cheeseburger, they actually laser scanned. That was a real burger, and they laser scanned it.
No way!
Oh shit, I didn't know that. That's class.
Yeah.
Another question.
You know, I'd eat it.
Boys, what are we drinking tonight, all of us? Collie, you'll go first. You're top left on my screen, so we'll go.
Iron brew for me because I'm still on antibiotics.
Easy. What about yourself, D-Tech?
I'm drinking an old fashioned at the moment. I might have to zip out to get some ice again when it melts, but yeah.
Nice. What whiskey do you have?
Jim Beam bourbon. It's a bourbon old fashioned. I thought I'd get fancy. I bought a new tumbler especially for the occasion as well.
Ooh, we'll break that shit in, lads.
Show it off, that new crystal.
Just so I'm not squeezing it out of an old swimming cap, you know.
Better than fucking Percy's shoes, let me tell you. I'm on the Copperberg, but I have something special here to drink actually. So my cousin Dotsy, who I hang out quite a bit, I was over there on Wednesday, and his wife Delia said, "Here, you need to drink this on tins. It's called a Buzzball, and it just has a little crack on the top, but neat little sip. But the flavor is chili mango."
Oh,
so
nice.
Apparently she's giving it to me for a reason. She's like, "Here, do you want this?" She's like, "Drink it on stream." So I'm gonna test it here now. But outside of that,
I think they get you pretty fucked up.
Yeah, they're 13 and a half. But I want to taste the Collie as well, see what's like. So, and then Copperberg on the side. What about you, Percy? Moving on. While I'm cracking into this,
I got a new old bottle of the Maker's Mark. Just
very nice.
I really like. I watched a video. I don't know if it was on YouTube or something. Like somebody shared it in Interesting Things, or maybe I seen it and then shared it. Anyway, and it's nice. It's how they do the top of the Maker's Mark and
wax.
Stuff.
Yeah,
it's pretty sick.
They could. Yeah, they get. I don't know how they do like the underside because it has like a little wrap to go around, but they get wax and they pour it directly onto it to go down, and then they have that winds around. Like, how do they pour the wax but have the thing to rip around it? Anyway,
it tastes nice, but fuck me, it burns.
What you want, Beardy?
No, the old G and T, baby.
Oh, what gin?
The Whaler one. I'm almost done it, so I'm just gonna do that. The blue Whaler bottle.
I got a new gin today.
Whaler.
I've seen that glass.
I'm delighted I brought gin into your life, Beardy.
That's cool shit. Yeah, no, it's nice. It is.
Yeah, this is cool. Glaswegian.
Oh, yeah, the Glaswegian.
That's class. Is that a ceramic bottle?
Yeah.
Ooh, very fancy.
Yeah, it's the raspberry and rhubarb version of it. They do a normal.
I just love the name. The name is fucking amazing. So good.
Yeah, the name's class. It's, the reason I'd never heard of it before, and then a guy in work won the normal one in a raffle, and it was just sitting on his desk. And obviously, it's quite an interesting looking bottle. So I was like, "Oh, what's that?" So I researched it, and then when I was in Edinburgh, a month ago or whatever, I tried the raspberry one with some lemonade, and it's class.
Can you show it again there, Colin?
Sorry, hardcore. Yeah, sorry.
I love the way they have it on the, on one side it's the Glaswegian and then the hidden gin. It's cool.
There's a photo of it in the food and drink section of Discord, mate.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah, very nice little bottle.
Very cool.
It probably won't be for a while, but we need to keep an eye out for the what was that stuff that we tasted when we were in Edinburgh?
That was up in the castle.
That was really nice when we had the little taste testing.
Yeah, because all of us were like, "Ooh, that's surprisingly delicious."
It's only sold in that area right now.
Yeah, because you were there and you were like, "Can I buy that? Can I buy some right now?"
Yeah, I was like, "Can I get the
on retail now?"
They don't ship it in. They don't do anything. It's just fucking in the area, just local.
As I said, yeah, it's tasty, but
You're supposed to
has a
slug that
burn.
thing.
Has a burn.
Slug it. You're
No, I'm
supposed
not
to
slugging. I'm gonna
take
taste
down.
it.
It's like a hand grenade. Just get it in you.
Yeah, see it away.
Makes sense.
We got our first guest on this year, Dax. You have to, step up to the plate.
I know. It's not sipping. It's not a sipping fucking bomb.
No, I'm not chugging that. I'm enjoying it.
Were you about to slag me because I'm not drinking at all?
Yeah, but then I realised you're on antibiotics.
I gotta go get fucking rude cunt, like, fucking hell.
What about the rest of these cunts, though?
Percy would do.
No, Beardy's fucking leaving, like.
Yeah, but Beardy's American. He doesn't really drink properly, does he?
No, not really.
Get him away.
He doesn't drink like us over here.
Wait until Caca Day and he has the overalls on. I can drink, baby. Just watch me.
Oh, just fucking watch me. Oh, Christ. That's going to be a great day. Here he is now, the man of the hour.
Beardy.
Okay. That right, Beardy?
Beardy, show your bottle again.
My right? Balls?
No.
What?
Your bottle.
Well, I was like, wait, what? I think we're on the right platform for that. Hold on. My fucking... man.
Beardy, you alright?
What's the matter with you?
Fucking headset.
Grey whale.
The bottle's obviously blue.
If we just go this, it's just the whale.
It is in fact purple.
Yeah. Oh my Christ. What a good time.
Where is going on?
D-Tech, one thing I learned about you recently, I didn't actually know that you were into Quake Champions.
Yeah.
I learned it through Porky. Because I think it was in this chat. I think Porky was like, "Oh, hey, D-Tech, it's been a while." And I was like, "Wait, how do you know each other?" I didn't realize.
Yeah, I've known Porky for a long time, actually. I don't know
Porky,
if he's in the chat at the moment, but yeah.
Oh, class.
Yeah, from Quake Champions. He's big into Quake Champions, and I was as well for a long time. I kind of cut my teeth in gaming. I played Counter-Strike. Started off in 1.5, I think it was. Played 1.6 for about 10 years, and then CSGO for about 5. Those numbers are subject to, what I'm drinking at the moment, but I was basically an exclusive, competitive first-person shooter player for many, many years, and I had to step away from that. It kind of brought parts of me out that I don't really like. It kind of turned me into someone that I didn't like sometimes, because of the gamer rage.
That's why I stopped playing League back in the day.
Swimming in your head.
Yeah, I was kind of
my head.
I was kind of playing with people that I didn't like so much because they were good at the game, and I was turning down people that I did like because they weren't as good as me, and I was so focused on my rank and winning that it led me to some decisions that I'm not particularly proud of, when it comes to being inclusive and fostering friendships and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of gave it up after a while. There's a few people that I'd still enjoy a game of Quake with, casually, now and then. I see Mr. Quick's in the chat there. He's a very good friend of mine, and I like to play, a couple of friendly duels with him.
So do you follow the Pro League then when it's on?
Yeah. I watch. Quake is quite a small community now.
Yeah.
Quake Live, which is basically a version of Quake 3 Arena, is a very small community. Quake Champions might be, or at least I think was slightly bigger at the time when I stopped playing. But they kind of changed the dynamics of Quake a little bit when they brought out Quake Champions. It's a bit more
with the abilities and that stuff, right? That wasn't in any of the Quakes.
With the abilities and that kind of thing. You know, the first-person shooters for me have always been, you start with an equal rig to your opponent. You know, you basically and it's an equal measure of skill between you and your opponent. You know, and that's what Quake was always about. With Quake Champions, they kind of brought in the whole Overwatch thing with the different characters and the different abilities. And Quake's up for 20 odd years. Quake was very much focused on skill only and decision making and control of the map and those kind of things. And if you made a mistake, you got punished for it. Whereas Quake Champions, a lot of the characters have a kind of get out of jail free card. Whereas if you make a bad decision, you're able to either reduce the damage that you're taking or zip out of there with, like a
hook or something,
a grappling hook or something. And it makes it more accessible to new players, but at the same time, it does take something away from the nature of that particular type of game. Arena FPS it's kind of had its time and place. I think it's not nearly as popular as it used to be, but I think there is something beautiful about that. You know.
Yeah, I like the idea of 1v1.
Kind of like chess, I guess.
It's good. Yeah.
It's good. Would you say it like for the skill based way before they had their abilities, that it was purely skill, and you didn't have to worry about matchups. But now you don't know what the opposing champion is going to be prior to you playing, so you don't know if your matchup is going to be good or bad. Like ability wise, will they have more defensive or attacking capabilities compared to yourself? And you'll have to try work around that on the fly, and it just changed the dynamic you were used to for so long.
Well, yeah. When you go into a duel in Quake Champions, if you download the game and queue up for a duel, there's a couple of issues. Firstly, you don't know what your opponent's going to choose, so you kind of have to choose your, strongest character to play with and trust that your abilities are going to be better than theirs. But there are some balancing 15 or 16 different champions is very difficult to do. There's always going to be one slight advantage here or there depending on who you choose and who you're going up against. So that's something. And in the Pro League, I think they have a pick and ban system.
Yeah,
which they use. So that kind of minimizes that a little bit. And also another problem with Quake Champions is they're using a skill rating system. And if you install a game, start from scratch, queue up for a duel, you're going to be rated at 1500 skill rating. And because the player base is so small and it largely consists of old school Quake players who know exactly what they're doing, a skill rating of 1500, which is the average, or at least was the average at the time,
yeah, absolutely
is actually
smoked,
a lot higher, and you get absolutely demolished. So I'm not criticizing Bethesda for that specifically, but when you go into a game that has a much smaller player base than what it's intended for, you're generally either going to get someone that is way, way better than you because they've been playing it for a long time, or they're going to get someone that's brand new to the game. You're going to absolutely demolish them, and then they're going to quit the game within a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
And when that started to happen, in combination with my incessant rage, when something didn't go my way, I decided to kind of step away from that. But I was kind of picking up speedrunning at the same time, and I got much more focused on that.
And was RE2 Remake your first game to speedrun, or did you speedrun something else?
Yeah, I've never tried speedrunning in any other game. I might do in future, and in fact, I didn't really intend to start speedrunning Resident Evil 2. I enjoyed the remake so much that I decided I wanted to get all the achievements, and obviously to get the rocket launcher and all that kind of stuff. You need to get the the S plus rank.
Yeah.
Which I think is finish the game in under 3 hours or 3.5 hours, and only save like 3 times. Something I can't remember exactly what it is.
The game had such silly achievements. Sorry, is the one that stood out to me was beat the game in a certain amount of steps, and I remember thinking that's so arbitrary, but once you get to running, it's pure simple. I'd actually like to know how many steps do you take, or like what would like the top time do in steps.
Yeah, I was gonna
Like, how
say
much
if you were
would they
to
actually beat it by?
do
It's such a
speedrunning
weird
based on
achievement.
steps rather than time, it'd be interesting to see like, oh, what's your goal? Oh, like 12,000. And so it's 12,000 steps, and you have to try to get to the end of the game. But that would have like a finite limit. Like you couldn't improve it anymore if you were just counting steps. Well, I suppose it's the same as speedrunning. Never mind.
Yeah, probably it's same as time, but it'd be weird thinking of your splits in steps. And not time.
Oh man, goal split 50 steps. Let's go.
I'd be kind of worried that a walking step might be slightly longer than a running step.
Oh, imagine that. Yeah, you had to walk the whole game. Oh, fuck that.
Yeah. Or just stair skate the whole time if it didn't count as a step. Just right click, right click, right click.
Yeah, and then you get to sewers and you mess up one click and you just have to restart.
Yeah.
Fuck. 14,000 steps.
So did you start you started on Twitch with Quake, or was it different games?
Quake. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, some of the clips that you saw earlier at the beginning of the show were from Quake. And I've still got a lot of friends that play Quake, and occasionally I jump in and have a few games. But yeah, I didn't start speedrunning until I think it was maybe 18 months or so into me starting to stream.
And what got you into streaming initially? Like, what was the decision?
I was just kind of looking for a way to be a bit more sociable when I'm online, basically. I'd split up with my girlfriend who I was living with, and moved house, and I was playing online with friends and stuff like that, and a couple of people were streaming, and I thought, why not open it up and share my gaming journey and that kind of thing. So that's what I did.
Oh man, that drink sucks.
Oh, how long you been streaming it? Was that? I'm guessing that was prior to COVID. Dax dying as usual. You love to see it.
Is it maybe
Mag is burning like it's fucking shit. I have a small bit left, but holy Christ, it's weird. It's tasty. It's tasty, but it just burns.
When I was out
and it causes me pain.
When I was out on a night out recently, I had like jalapeno margaritas, and they were delicious. But it was kind of like it was the heat that kept wanting you to have like drink more as well as the taste and stuff. It was really interesting. It was a very weird combination, but it's class.
What's that Jackie Chan movie that they have a liquid that when you drink it, it makes you more thirsty? Was it called the Tuxedo?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they had a drink that, like, when you drink it, it makes you more thirsty, so you want to drink more. And, like, these lads down a glass and they just turn into a fucking skeleton.
Yeah. They got it from the little bug, the water strider. No?
Careful.
No, I'm quoting the movie, right? What?
He's playing fucking, what you call it? What's that game?
Yakuza.
That's it.
Oh, sorry. D-Tech, when you started streaming, was that prior to COVID, or just when COVID was probably hitting? How long you've been streaming, I suppose, is a better question.
It was pre-COVID. It was pre-COVID that I started streaming. Yeah, I mostly played Quake when I started. I wasn't very good. And I'm still not very good at Quake. I wasn't awful, but just had some decent aim from time to time. But the thing about Quake is the decision-making process and really getting control of the map and that kind of thing, which is what makes it so frustrating when a character with an ability, or might be slightly faster than your character, can make a mistake and then correct for it just by the choice of character that they've made. It's all very situational, but sorry, go on.
I was gonna say you seem pretty nifty. When I was going down through your clips, getting the roll ready, I did find one where you just spawn. There's a lad behind. I don't even know what map, but he's at like one other side of the little arena that you're on, and then you just decide and you start calling your own plays. You start doing your live comm. I'm going to swing around here and I'm going to get this before he can get over, and just calling your control. And he was staying the same yoke, the same area, and then you just came in and burned him out of nowhere.
Absolutely demolished the cunt.
Yeah, it was pretty interesting because I was able to understand it. Like, if I didn't see that before Dax got me into watching the Quake League, I'd be still with your comms. What's going on?
Huh?
So
Yeah.
very huh?
Well, I'd say a good, 75% of being good at Quake is about your decision making and your timing as opposed to your actual aim.
Being able to track 30 seconds after a certain time, you're done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's actually more difficult in older versions of Quake because there are two different timings. The red armor is respawns every 25 seconds, but the mega health respawns every 35 seconds. So there's a 10-second differential which expands over the course of the game, and it becomes extremely difficult to track the items. But the best Quake players can track 4 or 5 items autonomously while they're thinking about what their opponent's doing. It's really impressive when you know what they're doing, and it's not just about the aim. But it's also incredibly difficult to do, and I'm not. I can't process that kind of information. I'm a.
Stop being modest. Stop being.
Oh,
modest.
I can't. I just hold W and hope for the best.
That's what happens, yeah.
So that's why you enjoy speedrunning RE2.
Yeah.
Hold W and hope for the best.
W in chat. It's a good time. One thing I sent on a few topics to the Tins&Gins crowd earlier, just a few bits of news that came up during the week, and I said I was going to bring it up just to see what people thought of it. But Virgin Galactic, first paying customers set for space in key step to tourism, and Virgin Galactic completed its first commercial space flight on Thursday, and it took off. What? What did I say?
Space fight.
Space flight.
Man has one little spicy lemon drink.
Come on, I'm burning.
Or mango, sorry.
It took off from New Mexico with a pair of pilots, 4 passengers, and 13 research payloads. The company plans to fly a spacecraft once a month after the second mission in August. It currently has a backlog of about 800 passengers. Many who bought tickets for between 200,000 and 250,000. Lads, if I learned anything over the last month, if you're paying a ticket for 250 grand, it's not good. It's not good.
I was about to say, like, couldn't the PR department have stepped in at this point and be like, not now, lads.
Yeah, not now.
A little bit.
But that was over a decade ago. You paid 200 to 250.
It's just gonna be that submarine, but with wings and a rocket strapped to it.
Yeah, you ran there with a controller. You ready for takeoff? Your man's like, you guys want to see space?
Oh, he's got one of these. He's got one of these set up front. He's like, this will do. Like, fucking, let's go.
But apparently ticket sales reopened 2 years ago with a starting price of 450 grand per seat.
No, that's the 12K.
They've been talking about this for like 15, 20 years or something like that, Virgin Galactic. Because I remember there's an episode of like the Ricky Gervais show with Carl Pilkington and that, and they're talking to him about would he go and stuff. So it's a long time coming if they were eventually reach this point in time to
I
actually start sending folk.
No. Why would
Carl was exactly. He was just like, why?
What's up there? I'll never forget Carl when he was talking about the volcano on that place, and he's like, so you can't put rubbish in it, and they're like, no, you can't. He's like, what's the point in having one?
He was on holiday in Lanzarote, I'm sure it was. Yeah, that's right.
Oh, class stuff.
Carl Pilkington's diary and stuff like that on those episodes was genius. One of my favourite Carl things is when they're talking about movies and he asked, what's that thing in what are those things in Gremlins called?
Majestic, man.
Yeah. Same birthday as me.
Same haircut as me.
D-Tech, have I ever told you that you got a head like an orange?
Well, let's see, shall we?
There we go. Yeah.
That's near enough. It's one of the advantages to drinking an old fashioned.
Or was he planning this joke all along?
D-Tech, what is your favorite? What's your favorite drink actually?
Pale smooth. No, it's not. I don't know. Probably a single malt whiskey. I was going to say a kale smoothie.
Oh,
kale smoothie.
It's pretty
I like a
basic.
single malt whiskey. I like a peated single malt whiskey. So,
you like your Scotch?
A Lagavulin is
I've
probably
got Lagavulin 16 here. It's lovely.
They are, yeah. Lagavulin, you can't really go wrong. The more peated, the better. Taliska's really nice as well. It's a little harsher on the throat than a Lagavulin.
Speaking of harsh on the throat,
and Ardbeg was probably the spiciest one that I've had in terms of peatiness, and it's kind of famous for that.
Ardbeg.
Oh my god, that's fucking shit.
If you like really peated whiskey, Ardbeg.
I'll have to look that up. I've not heard of it, mate.
Yeah.
Very good.
So sorry, just back to the old fashioned. Is it the old fashioned that it's like the orange, like peel of it? Is that what you have in the drink?
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
So a slice of orange peel in there. It's basically bourbon and syrup, orange peel, and some a couple of dashes of Angostura bitters.
Yeah, lovely.
I'm drinking balls here.
It's a nice drink.
Beardy has that from regularly on tins when he's not having fancy beers or anything.
The whiskeys, yeah.
Fancy beers, fucking hipster beers, Collie.
But what is that when you have Jameson, Beardy? Is that what you have?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Jameson's a nice one. Yeah.
I can't get off the Jamesons.
And a good old Gingy.
Oh, Jameson and Gingy.
Jamie and Gingy.
Especially the orange Jameson, fucking great together.
It was the Talisker 10 that I had before, and I did not like it when I had like the first couple of glasses of it, because I was like, Scotch and whiskey are, for being like the same drink, nearly couldn't be further apart, like taste profile. And it was it was a curve to like enjoy it. I learned not to mix it. Don't mix Scotch, like as in like with like a Coke or a ginger ale or something, because it doesn't help. you either like it on the rocks or you don't.
Yeah.
Hey, don't mess up.
I think when I started drinking whiskey, I got it as a gift for my birthday, and I think it was like a Glenmorangie or something like that. A very smooth whiskey. It's very easy to drink. But over the years, I started trying out different ones and stuff like that, and decided I liked the peaty flavor. It also slows you down a little bit as well. If it goes down too easy, then all of a sudden you're shouting at pigeons and you're in a ditch.
Have you ever got absolutely langered on stream?
Yeah, most times when I stream. No.
Like, I'm a speedrunner.
I'm a speedrunner.
Space flight.
There have been times, and I think having a couple of drinks does kind of help with my speedruns sometimes, maybe because I don't get as nervous when I'm running, because I'm not really paying as much attention to what I'm doing, but I'll probably lose that time. I think I'm going fast.
Absolutely zooming. You look down, it's like +20. You're like, oh fuck.
I'm just like, why aren't I going fast? And it might be something to do with the whiskey that I've been drinking, but I don't know.
The Michelin Web look. Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
where it's the inebriati, and the 2.5 points is the perfect measure.
Man, it's quality.
I found that when I'm playing pool, actually.
To conquer the world. You finish that other half a pint, you're setting the nukes off, boys. Remember.
All right, so my dad is an excellent pool player. Like, he's a good snooker player as well. And since I was a kid, he's always taken me to, either I've gone to snooker halls with him since I could barely reach over the table, and I've been trying to pot things and stuff like that. But anyway, since I became an adult and I could go out for a drink with him, I've noticed that he's actually better after he's had a couple of pints.
There's always that sweet spot, is
state
it?
memory.
Yeah.
Like it's called state memory. Apparently, you know, if you get good at something while you're drunk, you're generally better at it when you're drunk. it's a strange.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, yeah. So if I go to the club with my dad and we decide to have a game of pool, I just make sure we do that before he's had a couple of pints. Otherwise, he just
He'll wipe the floor with you.
Nah.
He has to think too much about the shot beforehand, and then when he has it, it's just natural. He can actively see the geometry happen, where he's just no looking shots. Yeah, just like you're watching, son.
Is pool one of those sports that alcohol is actually banned completely?
In snooker, yes. Years ago, like back in the 70s and that, it didn't. I think on the American tour, playing 9-ball, I'm not sure about 8-ball, you can drink. And they like a bit more lively stuff. Like there was I want to say like 10, it was 10 plus years ago, I think, and Ronnie O'Sullivan was playing, I think it was the Masters or one of the big British tournaments, and he got annoyed, and the version that the media or the broadcaster spun was that like he got the stick and he just gave it a little thwack off the table just in annoyment, and all the commentators like, oh my god, I couldn't believe he lashed out at the table like that. completely against the sportsmanship of the sport, and he was kicked off the tour for like a couple of tournaments. And then the Americans seen it and they were like, Ronnie, yes, we love you. You need to bring that kind of passion to the States. And Ronnie was just like, are you sure? He's just like, yeah, you get mad, get that thing, fucking break over your leg, do whatever you want. And he loved it. So he stayed over there for a while. And
there's a question actually for when you guys are playing pool with your friends and shit, do you carry shots? So for anyone who's not sure what shot carrying is, if just say I'm playing Collie, right? I put down the ball, or I put down the white. Collie now has 2 shots. All right. If he takes his first shot and he puts down a ball, his 2 shots are now down to 1. It's like he just didn't have 2 shots in the first place. Some people do it that if Collie puts down a ball in his first shot, he still has 2 shots available to him.
Yeah, I play it like that.
Oh yeah.
Do you do that? Fuck that, man. I don't do that.
I carry the shots.
Yeah.
That varies person to person.
And when you put the balls down, if you put a white down, where do you put the white? Is it always at the end of the table inside the D, or?
It's in the D, yeah.
Yeah, I play with lads who literally they put it anywhere on the table.
Yeah, I've played with people that have it like anywhere behind the line.
Yeah, but these lads are anywhere on the table, full stop.
Anywhere on the table, that is fucking cowboy shit. Like I would be standing for that. Like.
Fucking cowboys, lads.
Cowboys don't care.
I don't know if the rules are different between kind of American pool and other kinds of pool, but I play the rules where if you pot the white, you're able to pot another ball without consequence, and it counts as one of yours. So if say I was reds and you were yellows, if I potted a yellow ball when I've got 2 shots on my first shot only, then that would count as one of mine, basically. And if I move the cue ball, I've got to put it in the D.
Yeah, that's the way that I grew up playing. So you have to call free ball before you take the shot, and that's to say, I'm going to pot one of yours, or on the off chance one of your balls is going to be more likely to go in than one of mine. But if you didn't call free ball, it's a foul, and then the 2 shots goes over to the other person. So
this is way too confusing.
Oh, so yeah, calling it.
Lol, got him.
If you had 2 shots, and you had shite positioning, you couldn't get any of yours from inside the D. You call free ball, and then you can pot one of your opponent's balls to get position for one of yours, but you only have 1 shot. You lose.
Okay, yeah. I get you. D-Tech, the real question though.
I think after I had a few pints, that might be a bit complicated for me.
Yeah, it sounds like it. I was going to say the real question. What's your number 1 game of all time?
Number one game of all time is probably Final Fantasy VII, the original.
Percy's happy.
Yeah.
Have you played the remake, or have you tried the remake?
I've installed it. I haven't played it yet. I mean, I waited, I think, 2 years for them to port it to PC, and they were still charging like 80 quid for it for like 2 years. I finally managed to get a decent deal on it and installed it.
It's a great game. Hard mode it's hard.
I'm looking forward to playing it, but I replay through original Final Fantasy VII every couple of years. I've got it on my tablet, actually.
Oh, nice.
I actually own five copies of the game.
Oh shit!
Yeah, well, I got the original copy of it for PlayStation 1, and then I lost one of the discs for it, bought it again for PlayStation 1. My sister also had a PlayStation, and I loved it so much, she bought it, and then when she I don't know, she got onto something else and she gave me her copy, so that's 3 original PS1 copies of Final Fantasy VII.
And you're going to hoard them all.
Yeah, I bought it on PC and I also bought it on PlayStation Network as well. So yeah, 5 copies. So yeah, I downloaded the ROM for that and I've got it on my tablet at the moment as well.
Is it part 2 of the remake that's out like next year supposedly, and it's on 2 discs or something like that? Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's nuts that like nowadays that you need 2 discs for a game.
Yeah, it's purely going to be because of the amount of cutscenes that are going to take place. Like the game's going to be massive, but the amount of cutscenes is what's going to drive the data up on those discs.
So I know you used to know, but DTAC won't know that I've never played a Final Fantasy before, but I've bought 16.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to play that as my first one, and then if I enjoy that, then I'm going to play the remake, and then if I enjoy that, I'd like to play the original of 7, because like that's what always put me off was like the turn-based stuff and that, I think. But if I kind of get into the story and the lore of like the Final Fantasy games or whatever, and I enjoy that side of things, then I'll probably get more involved in it.
Man, imagine if you like one day you're like, I'm gonna play the Final Fantasy series. That's like you signing up for fucking hundreds of hours of games.
Like Zelda games are some fucking nonsense
like Beardy, fair play, like starting from the start, like some whack of hours.
Yeah, they're a little fucking crazy. Yeah.
Main character is even called Zelda. What's that all about?
Yeah, Mr. Zelda.
Ban this man.
Yeah, I'm playing the game with Mr. Halo in it as well.
Like Zelda's little green hat.
Halo man.
Yeah.
Every time, and Billy's like, fuck off.
Every year, I like his little green hat. And then when you change tuna colors, where's his little green hat gone? I'm like, I fucking god. Like, what's Zelda doing?
Okay, do you know who is doing a version of that, Dax? The playing all the Final Fantasies. Fox Plays Official.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that Devil Raided the other day. I think it was.
That's too much.
Talking about that.
He just got the platinum on 15 there the other day. I watched him fight that giant like turtle mountain creature. That was nuts. It took so long. But that's mad. I think he said that he's played every game. I think he said he's played every game day one since release, which is like that is wild.
300 plats. It's impressive.
Wow.
I got 0 plats. When did like platinums and achievements and stuff start? Was it
PS3?
Yeah, because it was Xbox 360.
PS3.
I think when Xbox started doing achievements, and then PS3 started doing. Was it called platinums back then?
They waited like. Sorry, Carl, you go.
I think it was trophies. I don't know if they had platinums, but I know they had trophies on PS3. They must have actually. They must have had platinums eventually, because Last of Us obviously on PS3 had platinum stuff.
Yeah, I don't think they were on 360. They didn't have platinums, but they had
1000G.
There was a
gamer score. Yeah.
You had 1000G.
There was usually a the trophy to get all the trophies too.
No,
yeah, remember your gamer score? Gamer score on Xbox.
Yeah.
I don't know if you got like a final achievement on the 360. I think it just if you had it gave you like out of 1,000 G, did it? Like,
There was like down to certain points, like the harder achievements were more gamer
Whereas I
scores.
find it weird on PlayStation that like I'm sure they count the platinum. Is that right, Purse? Because obviously you just platinumed God of War, Ragnarok. The platinum counts as one of the percentages of the 100% of the trophies, right?
Yeah, which kind of annoys me.
Yeah, because
Wait,
you were like,
so
you were like, I've got 4 trophies to go, but 3 of them are the one of them's the platinum. 3 of them are achievements.
Yeah.
Sorry,
so you get a platinum. So you might finish a game 100%, but according to the PlayStation, it's like 99% done, and the 100% is the platinum once you get the.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's strange.
So say for whatever reason, there's 99 trophies in a game. If you get 98 of those trophies, you'll have 98%, and then if you get 99, you'll get 99%, and then if you get the platinum, which would be the 100th one, it would be 100%. I think. If that makes sense. Oh no, maybe that's not right.
Sorry.
No, maybe that's not right then.
See, I was thinking that if there's 99 achievements, you get to 98, you're like 98 point something percent through, and if you get the 99th, now you're 100%.
Yes.
No.
And that's you with the platinum.
If there's 100 achievements and you get 99, you've actually got 100 because the platinum is the 100.
I need another drink.
Yeah, wasn't that what I said? No, it wasn't what I said. Maybe it was. I don't fucking know.
I'm having a drink. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers, everyone. Yeah, it's launch, everyone.
First, he got the Ragnarok platinum. That's all that we need to know.
True
that was hard fought. I beat Gnaw on No Mercy, fist only.
Absolute fister, that man, some man for fisting.
Want to fight about it? I've been thinking about wanting to do it. No damage.
Sad time, Beardy.
I'm like, why do I want to do this? But I want to do this.
You can do it, Percy. It's well impressive, I must say. Looking at you going through those fights, you have it down. Like that shit's
it
good.
was so much fun going to Ragnarok after 2018. Just the movement, the inputs work.
Yeah, I'm going.
Is it a big improvement? Yeah.
Yeah, just the response just feels way better. The gameplay is smoother.
Imagine having a game where the inputs work.
Spam them and you'll be fine, surely. Isn't that what you...
Yeah.
I love that's like one of your top clips as well.
I've actually got a badge on my hat. I'm sure most of you are familiar with Lucy Lover. I'll show you.
Yeah.
Oh, Lucy.
I've got my Lucy hat.
That's sick.
Which I wear sometimes. And yeah. I don't know if I can get it up to the camera, but I've got a custom badge that said, "Dude, I'm spamming the inputs."
That's class. That's deadly.
Yeah. I think, Lucy's a big mentor to me and a good friend, and he's helped my channel out a lot and everything like that as well. So I'm eternally grateful to him. I hope he's doing well. I think he is.
He's a papa now.
Recently, he's a papa. He's recently got his own house as well, where they're all moving in together, family home, all that kind of stuff. I don't think he's been streaming much recently because he's been a lot concerned with that, but
yeah, got promoted up in his job as well, so he's back to putting the training wheels on again.
Oh shit, nice.
Legend of the game.
He's a good man, that man. We had him on back in the day. He was one of our first guests.
Oh yeah.
Lucy.
Yeah.
And I remember he promised us to do a shoey the next time he's on, so I'm definitely hold him to that.
Okay, well, once the bab is of age to somewhat look after itself, or
episode fucking 500 Tins and Gins. Here we go.
At least for an hour.
Beat the Lord.
One day. Oh, one of the other things we're speaking of, and you actually you know of it because I heard you mention it in on your stream earlier, D-Tech.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of your one? Ukulele Girl. The child groomer who...
Man, this shit's fucked.
Tried to miss that with... my legal team told me not to speak about this, but they didn't say I couldn't sing.
I didn't say I couldn't sing.
What?
Yeah, so for anyone who's not in the loop, it's somebody did some dirty shit on YouTube. A YouTuber who's fairly big. Colleen something was the name, I think. Anyway, she basically, I think she sent like her underwear to like a 13-year-old or some shit. And this woman's like 33 at the time. This was 3 years ago. But she put up a apology video recently, and it's her playing the ukulele, saying like, I'm sorry that people are manipulating the story and, you know, I'm being cancelled, but she's singing it. It's like, I've yet to see an apology video that's actually fucking decent on YouTube. It seems like every apology video is like, oh, fuck.
It's because they always have to do like a gimmick or something. Like, that you can't just be genuine on camera and just go, I'm sorry, I fucked up.
Yeah,
that
would mean you have to admit your wrongdoing, Percy, which these people didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, I don't know if you get that big and you could still have that, like, that in touchness.
It's like one of the, I think one of the other things that she done, I only would like watch like a small few snippets of it. I couldn't watch the entire thing because it was, you know that like third person embarrassment, secondhand embarrassment that you get like from watching like The Office or something cringy. I was getting that from watching it, so I couldn't actually sit through the whole thing where it's to the point where I'm trying to take in the information like, oh, this hurts too much to watch.
I know about ye actually. Speaking of which, like cringy videos and that, I can watch people like just straight up die on video and just be like, that's bad. But as soon as shit starts getting really cringy, I just can't watch it anymore. I'm like, no, I just can't. It's just, I know this person is going to embarrass themselves so much and I just can't watch it. So, I don't know.
Like, it's so long, Live Leak.
I don't really know much about the situation or anything like that. I think I saw like a brief clip of someone talking about the apology video or whatever. But I think if you're accused of something serious, regardless or not of whether you're guilty, you need to take it seriously, and maybe making a response with a ukulele isn't the best idea. I mean, it might be a hot take.
The master of instruments, the ukulele. Come on, man.
I mean, I've got a banjo over here. I could.
That would work. That would work. It's just like it's just the ukulele's. It's the ukulele's second cousin, twice removed. You know what I mean?
Oh, fucking let's go.
All right, we're gonna start the apology video now. I didn't do shit.
There's no video evidence. End of video.
I may or may not have.
D-Tech, I used to play the banjo as well.
Did you?
Yeah. I got rid of it though. I sold it like, I think I stopped playing when I was like, I want to say like 14 maybe. I played for about 3 years. I was pretty decent at it, but it's weird. You know, like people say like riding a bike, you just get back on the bike like 20 years later, you can go. If somebody hands me a banjo now, it's like a foreign object. I've completely wiped my mind of music. I used to play the banjo and the fat og.
The fat og. Yeah, what you do in your private time, dude, all right? Let's keep that to yourself.
He's only got the one banjo string he plays now.
Did you play?
Percy was dying for that one. Holy shit. Percy, well done. Well done.
I'll be right back. I gotta let the dogs out.
Were you playing with the finger picks or just
just
style?
Just the claw.
I didn't have the claw.
Yeah, it's called claw hammer style. It's like that. You know, that's how you play.
Yeah.
That's like.
I mean, it looks like a claw hammer. I guess that's why they call it that.
So what? Who? The dude from Dire Straits, Mark Knopfler.
Mark Knopfler,
yeah.
Yeah. Watching him do his like his picking style is like that, and it's just fuck to watch because he's just I just play it like this, and you're like, huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
How do you do that independence?
Speaking of music, actually, D-Tech, you've done a lot of streams of you making music, and you actually have like free music to use on YouTube and stuff, right?
I do, yeah.
Do you want to get a link and post it in chat so people can listen to it? Because I've listened to it a few times, but a lot of it, don't you have an album that like each song is referenced to RE?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that's class.
I'll get a link and I'll post it in chat. So it's when I was speedrunning, when you're speedrunning, you have to use DMCA free music because in this particular game, if any part of your VOD's muted, then your run's invalid, basically. So watching other streamers playing and having some music, I thought, I'm into music production, so I'll put something together. And I made a couple of tunes, and eventually I just kind of kept going, and I thought I'd put it together as an album. So that's what I did. I'll stick a link in.
And a lot of it is kind of synthwave type stuff, right?
And bit of drum and bass as well.
Well, I do enjoy making drum and bass, but the album itself is, I guess, synthwave or darkwave or cyberpunk. I'm not sure exactly what you'd call it, but I'll stick a YouTube link in there as well for people that aren't on SoundCloud. But yeah, there's if you enjoy the music, it's completely free to download. It's DMCA free. I'm not going to sue you.
Yes.
Clip it.
Wait, it's
Clip it.
Oh wait, did I
Is
get
it not going through? Sorry, Kat.
It's on mine. No.
Well, I got the SoundCloud.
I'm going to prison now.
D-Tech, please stop spamming my chat. Please.
Spamming the inputs.
Right. Twitch.tv/DTech. No.
Kat, can you see that? Is it going through?
So mobile isn't. What's up, Devo?
What's up, Devo?
The legend himself.
D-Tech, it's funny. You know so many people I don't know that you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've known Devo for quite some time now. I don't really catch his streams much these days. Obviously, there's a big time differential between me and Devo, but he's an absolute legend.
Going to Japan. Going to Japan on Tuesday.
Hanging out on his streams. You're going to Japan on Tuesday?
What?
Imagine.
Nice. But yeah, the album is completely free and DMCA free, so do what you want with it. If you want to make content with it, but it would please me greatly. Actually, there's a Quake channel that is basically been using my music as part of their theme for,
that's sick.
for a couple of years now. And
that's a good avenue. How did you get into music production?
I've been into music since I was a kid, basically. Going back to the Mark Knopfler thing, I was kind of raised on Dire Straits, Eric Clapton, Jimi Hendrix, Mountain, all the kind of classic rock stuff. You can see I've got a Strat just there behind me.
Oh, sick, dude.
Yeah, so I've been playing guitar since I was about 14, I think. So I've been in numerous bands over the years.
So you've been playing it for 7 years now. Nice.
Well, yeah. Look at my youthful complexion, man. Ignore this bit.
That man had a full head of hair before he started speedrunning, lads. It's a curse.
I did. Yeah.
He's just becoming one punch man. The more hair he loses, the more strength he gains.
That's it. It's like strip poker, but with mental health and hair.
And DJ, can you see yourself? Remember, you said earlier with speedrunning, you can see yourself. You want to get back into the top 10, or you're going to beat Orch or something like that. When you get that, are you basically? Do you have a time in your head that if you got that time, you would retire from RE2 remake?
I am going to get back into top 10. I would like to beat Orch's time because I think that would bring the whole thing full circle. Because Orch and Trey were the top two guys at the time when I started speedrunning, so I think it'd be kind of poetic for me to get a time on at least on par with those two guys.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Once I've done that in Leone Standard, I'm gonna maybe run Claire Standard for fun, but after that, I might move on to something else. There are other games that I enjoy streaming. I'm also streaming some Resident Evil 4 remake at the moment. Doing
Pistol only, right?
Run. Pistol only, no healing items.
You just done the two El Gigantes, no damage earlier. Big GGs.
El Gigantes.
Yeah.
So Percy calls his fucking nuts.
Challenge on standard.
Eat my asshole.
I eat my asshole.
I eat my asshole. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. And I'm not really sure what I'm gonna stream after that.
Is there any games actually that you're excited upcoming releases that you're looking forward to?
I don't know. I mean, obviously, the second installation of the Final Fantasy VII remake, I'll be very interested in, and I'm going to be playing the first installation coming up. There's a couple of games in my backlog that I want to play. So I guess when I'm done with the whole speedrunning thing, which might be another 6 months, I guess. But once I've done that, probably the Final Fantasy VII thing, Red Dead Redemption 2, I want to play. You played through that yourself recently, Daxter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'm like 23% of the way through, but it's on hold at the moment because I explained this on stream once, but just life at the moment, like I have a lot of stuff to do outside of streaming, so I find that I might only stream once a week in terms of gaming. And with Red Dead, it's such a big game that I could do a stream for like 4 hours and then I save the game and it shows your percentage complete and the percentage might be 1% more. And I was like, man, this could literally take like another 50 weeks to complete. So for now, I'm just playing games like the Halo trilogy just because it's, I can get it done in 2 streams. I can get a full game done. And when I get back into the rhythm of streaming, 3 days a week of gaming and then Tins and Gins, I'll go back on Red Dead because it's a fantastic game. I'm really enjoying it. It's a game, once you sit down and just get into it, it feels like you are completely absorbed in this universe of, like, you're in the Wild West. I love the bits like where you're just going down a random road and then somebody starts calling to you, say, hey, help me. And you go and they're like being attacked by a lion or some random shit. It's just, it's fantastic. It's really well done.
I think another man who couldn't speak highly enough of the game is Collie here. He just about...
It's your number one game, Collie, right?
You platinumed it? You damn near 100%ed it anyway.
I've 100%ed it, but I've not platinumed it because I'm not playing online.
Fair. No, screw online trophies. Get them.
So I think I've got 1 or 2 more trophies to get of like every offline trophy, like one of which is you have to gold medal X amount of missions. But yeah, I'd like to do that. But yeah, I've got like 400 hours and I've only ever played through it once. So yeah,
that's nuts.
Yeah, fucking hell. And can you see yourself, D-Tech, playing any other games on stream, or would you like to do kind of speedrunning-esque type games, or would you see yourself going back to casual stuff?
I definitely enjoy playing casual games. I enjoy playing Minecraft. I am keeping my eyes peeled for other potential speed games as well. Celeste is something that I've got.
Celeste is crazy.
Those speedruns
look really cool. But I don't know about competitive first-person shooters anymore. I might do them just for fun sometimes, but I think the thing is when you're a streamer, you kind of feel obliged sometimes to appease your current audience. So as a speedrunner, and which is what my kind of audience is largely built on, I'm tempted to just continue speedrunning and just become a speedrunner. But if I go back to the original reason why I started streaming, it was to share my gaming experience. So it really depends on what I'm into at the time and whether I think people might enjoy watching it, So I mean, I'm not a big streamer. I'm not partnered. I don't have hundreds of viewers or anything like that. And I like to think that I'm close enough with my kind of regular viewers that it's they're going to enjoy my company. As well as whatever I happen to be playing at the same time. I don't know. There's a few people that would be down with that. And I'm kind of lucky that I'm in a position where I'm not relying on income from people from doing certain types of content and that kind of thing. It's tricky. I'd like to get back into making music as well. I've got a few tunes which are in the works that I'd like to do. Like to finish off and that kind of stuff. So
I found out as well, even doing lately. So I'm sure a few people that follow my own channel realize I'm playing the Halo trilogy again, or plus ODST. But I'm having so much fun playing it. Like, I'm having an absolute blast just playing Halo 2, the Anniversary Edition. It's just like fucking life changing. It made me realize how much I loved Halo, when I was younger. But it's making me realize as well, like the reason I started streaming was to have fun, and especially with me playing Doom, I'm kind of like a retired Doom runner now. But I got to a point where Doom was all I streamed, and I was miserable doing it. And I was like, why? When you think about it now, why did you start streaming initially? Was to just have the crack, have fun.
Yeah.
And I'm doing that at the moment, and I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna keep it this way. I'm gonna play what I want, and if people want to join along, cool.
Yeah. Well, that's one of the reasons why I put my album out for free, because there's a lot of people that have come to me and said, why don't you try and get it on a record label? Why don't you, release it through a record label? And to be completely honest, I haven't really had much interest from record labels because online music's so prevalent these days.
There's thousands of people.
Yeah, there are thousands of people that are really competent at producing music. But I have been approached once or twice, but I've never really engaged with that, because the thing is, if you try and do something professionally, it then becomes an obligation. It becomes a chore. Whereas if you make something for the love of it and just enjoy it, I think that's a healthier thing. And I think one of the main reasons I got into streaming was for my own mental health. And making music has always been beneficial to my own mental health. And if I feel obliged to do something to a particular standard or within a certain time frame,
it's not going to be that freedom anymore.
Yeah, exactly. It becomes a stress. It becomes an obligation, and I don't really want that. This is something that I do for fun and for the love of it, and I'd like to keep it like that. I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I'm able to look after myself, with my job.
Sorry, that was rude. I'm just laughing at Collie.
Was that
Weeding says not a very good cool up 7 TV emotes, and he just puts back the teabag one.
He says you've got a very good.
All right, sorry. I just said he didn't have a good one, and I was like, Collie just absolutely shitting on it. Well, thanks to Collie for that one. Collie's added like 90% of my 7 TV emotes.
Yeah,
I think I'm editor on like 4 or 5. So whenever I'm adding one for me, I just add it for like
just
everyone.
Add it to everyone. Senda, welcome in.
All right, well, I'm gonna have a look through your 7 TV emotes now, and I'm gonna judge you, Collie.
That's quite all right.
Yeah, you won't be disappointed. Don't worry.
Oh, some good ones.
And
There's some good ones there, boy.
Oh,
here's a question I wanted to ask you, D-Tech, for a long, long time. How the fuck did you get into Hardy books?
Oh, I wanted to ask this as well. Class time.
So we gotta cover this first. So for anyone who doesn't know, Hardy Books is the Irish version of Trailer Park Boys. That's like the easiest way of explaining what Hardy Books is. It's fucking brilliant. And somehow I came across D-Tech and he said a Hardy Books line, and it was just like, how does somebody outside of Ireland know about Hardy Books?
Fucking studs getting subs right there. God damn.
Drunk Rat, my man, thank you so much. That deserves. Let's launch it, boys. I'm gonna finish this for you, Drunk.
Okay, so there are 2 clips that I saw of Hardy Books, and I was sold immediately. The first one was Buzz
talking about his dad.
Actually, in the series, no, it was when he was talking about fighting someone in Langdon Village. Like, am I your father?
Yeah, and he goes, am I your son?
Am I your son? And it turns out there was no relation, so I just headbutted him and he got taken away.
Cheers, Drunk Rat. Thank you, man.
Oh, he's out there. He could know them. That was the other one. And the other one was when he was doing his driving test. He was just on the phone. He's like, hey, I can't talk right now. I'm doing my driving test. And he gets the fucking instructor out of the car. It's so great.
Collie, actually, have you ever watched Hardy Books?
Fantastic.
No, I never have. I'm a massive fan of Trailer Park Boys, but I've never watched.
Yeah, you'd enjoy Hardy Books. It's good. It's a good time.
Oh, laughter is fantastic.
It's very quotable.
Yeah, it's strange how it started off. So that started off that was when I was in TY. So that's transition year, fourth year in school. I was going to
D-Tech, did you know me and Percy went to school together?
Yeah.
Yeah, good crack.
Wait till Dax tells you the story that he on the last day of school he got the perfect rip straight down on his shirt. He tells that like a genie.
This is so funny.
You
This was like
they live down the street.
I must say I've laughed
more than Dax does.
I've laughed my ass off many times in life, but this moment has to be in my top 5. It was so funny. So, you know, your last day of like secondary school or high school, whatever you guys want to call it, you go around. I don't know if anyone else does this, but you go around and everyone like signs your shirt. You know, you get like I actually have it in the wardrobe of a shirt with all my friends' signatures. Everyone just destroys the uniforms. But there was a thing going around throughout the whole year. If you were ever caught in the hallway with just a shirt on, it had a pocket, and everyone would put their hand into your pocket and just rip it off, because, you know, fucking, you just got to take advantage. Yeah. But the last day, Percy had a pocket, and he was like, you know what, Dax, you can be the one. You can be the chosen one to take this here virgin pocket off this sweet t-shirt or shirt.
Take my one and only Percy.
And I was like, thanks, Percy. This means a lot to me. So I grabbed it, right? Good, strong grip. Ripped it. And no joke, this shit, right? Pocket was here. It wasn't just the pocket, but the width of the pocket perfectly, the whole shirt, the whole way down was one perfect rip. And I just went, and I held it up, and the thing was like this length. And I looked back at Percy, and you could just see his nipple through the t-shirt or through the shirt.
That was the longest pocket I've ever seen.
It's funny because when I ripped it, we kind of looked at each other, and it took us like 2 or 3 seconds to realize what happened. And I creased in half, just crying. It was so funny.
Oh, I'll never forget. That was right outside of Miss McCarthy's Irish.
Yeah, and then we had to go into Irish, and like everyone like half naked in the school walking around.
Oh, well, Hardy Books. So I know Dax just explained, but how it actually like originally started out was RTE, which is the Irish State Television.
Oh, I'm just running to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back.
We paid like a television license and everything for. They put out a thing back then. I'm trying to think like when was I in TY? I guess it was like 2008. So RTE put out a thing for people to try make their own TV show and put it up on YouTube, make it like a little episodic series. So that was like when YouTube was only 2 years old, and they were making these episodes that were like between like 5 and 10 minutes long, maybe like 15 at a stretch. And whoever had like the most views or substantial sub base or everything from it by the end was given an actual like produced TV show on RTE. So Hardy Books, if you look up on YouTube, Hardy Books, HRDYBUCKS, space in between, you'll find like that original channel with the full length series on it. So it had like episode 1, part 1, yada yada yada, and then it spawned 2 seasons on like Irish television, and then its own movie as well. So it really became a cultural phenomenon, and it's so funny to hear like D-Tech yourself, an Englishman, being able to quote it and everything and enjoy it so much just from like a couple of clips like that. Especially since like not all of them are Irish. Like Francis Higgins, the Viper, he's originally from Liverpool. He grew up in Liverpool.
Oh, yeah, I did not know that.
And then he moved over to the West and lived in Castletown for years, and met Eddie Durkin and Buzz and Stateside and all the boys, and ended up making this series that like genuinely took the nation by storm. Like you'd have people going on, Durkin, I've stolen your money. And being dragged out with the ball wall. It's like episode 2. They go into like a little ball wall, which is a concrete surrounding where you basically play handball, but actually like with your hand. And they were in there, and they were dragged off by the the transfer Garda from like Zimbabwe. And there was like 4 or 5 lads trying to get out of like a tiny little hole because you had to crawl into a hole to get into the ball wall. and he's being pulled out, and you just see the Viper's pants being dragged down, and then he's being pulled out. He's going, my cock. Oh, the show is absolute gold. If anyone,
You want to go with me, do you?
I don't know, man. He's reptilian in his movements.
T-Tech, a serious question here. Now we talked about this on Tins, but if you were to take on an animal with your bare hands, what's the largest animal you think you could take on?
Oh God!
Like physically in size. So we're not saying like viciousness.
In
We're just saying in size. What's the biggest one you could take?
Okay. This is a difficult question.
A bear? Drunkrat, you'd be surprised. Like, I saw a fucking review of the amount of Americans that think they could take on a bear is ridiculous. It's like 40%.
It depends on the bear. Maybe a black bear, because like half the time
Any
they
fucking
will run away
bear.
from you.
What the fuck, man?
But no, statistics.
I wouldn't kill a baby bear. That shit would maul me to pieces.
Statistics: a black bear is more afraid of you than you are of it. That
means jack shit when it comes to like fighting. All right.
Okay, fair enough. It was actually like if it was primed to fight you as well, black bear's gonna maul you probably.
Do I get to choose the arena?
A field.
A field.
Just a field.
Open plain, fucking bare fists.
Open plain, bare fists. A blue whale.
No long pole for you.
I'll take on a blue whale with my fists in a field.
In a field? No, hold on. That's cheating. That's cheating.
Oh, was that cheating?
He's got
That's
his
a new
boy.
set of rules. I got you.
In their environment, okay, they have the advantage. It's in their environment. You have to be invited.
I think D-Tex won this argument now.
Yeah,
forever.
in fairness, that's pretty big.
Fuck, we never big brained it like that.
Yeah,
Rogan.
D-Tech, we said a sheep.
We said like a sheep, or maybe like a moderate sized dog.
Nah, dogs would fuck you up. Full stop.
I know, but if you had the reactions and a dog jumped on you and it didn't latch onto your neck and you had enough time.
Percy, this is very.
What breed are we talking, Percy?
Well,
a Chihuahua.
If you grab the front legs and you go. Whoosh,
Percy, we're talking about animals here, not your first date.
Time for that, dude. I've only got time for that. I think it's gonna be in your face before you know it. I think realistically,
Percy's meaning like he's gonna fight like a placid labradoodle or something like that. Like
terrier, that thing is getting punted off the bridge just like Daxter. Come on now.
No, not Daxter. What the hell? Oh, gentleman, him.
My good friend Daxter here.
Daxter here.
Yeah, well, now this is gonna happen.
I've got to come up with a clever answer. You know, it's got to be like a mycelium network or.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, I think we agreed with a sheep in the end because we said a cow.
No, I think
I don't know.
Beardy said a cow, and we were like, "Fuck that."
I said a cow. Choke that fucker out. Get on behind it.
A sheep would like a
Did
cow.
you say choke that fucker out? Wise up.
I worked in a
Philadelphian man kills local cow.
Hungarian man.
I told you I could do it. Just throw me in the car. I told you I could fucking do it.
They doubted me, man.
Who full ball told me he had this mate who walked into a field and he headbutted a bull and knocked it out. And he's the type of man I would believe. Hungarian men are probably built different. They could probably headbutt a bull and win.
I'm more concerned about what's wrong with him. Like, why would you go into a field and headbutt a bull? Was there anyone else there?
Assert dominance, D-Tech, all right? Top of the food chain. You got to remind them sometimes, you know?
Oh, okay.
Choke the cow, a new innuendo. Yeah, exactly. Peter's like, I was just out choking the cow, and we're like, what the fuck?
Like, oh, that's weird. Then just look outside, I'm actually choking a fucking cow out.
Yeah, Beardy, you want that picture, you know, that was in Dodgeball of your man wrestling the bull? It'd be you with a cow.
Yeah. But it was like me, myself, and Irene when he comes over the crowd on the side of the road and he's like trying to kill it and it's not dying. He's like, it's like, did you ever see that? Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Such a good scene.
Lars choking out a cow. Look at all this milk.
No, that's Percy. That's Percy choking at a horse.
Oh man,
Oh,
We lost one.
Percy's like, I couldn't choke out anything bigger than a horse, but I could satisfy a horse. To be fair.
to be fair. And then choking.
Choking, yeah, exactly.
Shoosh.
That's a gift.
Percy's choking more than the horse,
Well,
you know what I mean?
The spilled milk one.
I think anyone would choke on a horse, yeah. Exactly hardcore. Exactly. Crazy stuff.
So, how's that chili going down, Daxter, from your?
Pretty nice. You know, it's grand now. It's gone, so it's good. Actually, it's funny.
Yeah,
My
it's gone.
my cousin's wife sent us a picture of us on Tins, and she said, "I'm deeply sorry. Your reaction to that drink was stronger than Sarah's, which is Dotsy's sister. Yeah, it was manky. It was like tasty, but just burnt. Not too good. Not too good. But yeah, the Copperberg is going down quite nicely."
Can we talk about hot sauces? How do you deal with heat?
Yeah, Dax, how do you do with the heat there?
I've done many a hot sauce on this here podcast.
Rub it in my eye.
Percy's not afraid of it. He rubbed it in his fucking eyes.
Very well. Yeah. Okay.
He didn't do it on purpose. He was...
We're after doing like the Hot Ones episode of Tins&Gins. I think that was the year one, and we got
The camera's fucked.
Oh my god! Look at the doggy. We got Collie to come on as a special guest just before we announced him as an official member. So he hosted it with us as Sean Murray, Collie Murray, and yeah, we done that. And the next one, it was when you were doing your charity thing, Dax, and so we had the whole list.
That was when Catako was on with us. That was episode 69 of Tins&Gins. I'll never forget. It's a good time.
Nice.
It's one of the notifications as well. If somebody subs, you can choose it. Me dying. Everyone like, I think it was Collie just says, "You all right?" And I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure you could see probably like sweat just coming off my brow, and everyone else just died laughing.
Yeah. Percy kept touching his eyes. I'm not touching my eyes, yelling at everyone.
Wait, is Beardy frozen for anyone or just me?
What?
Beardy is.
I'm frozen. Oh, my camera shut off. Oh, look at that. It's doing it on Discord now. Sweet.
Class.
Oh, real nice. Love it. So
Streamlabs when it does it.
Dax is doing he was continuing his charity roll on while we're doing Tins, and one of the things came up of do the bomb, and I had it right beside me. He's like, "Oh, fuck it, I'm gonna do the bomb with you," but no, any normal person would probably get a spoon or something. No, me.
This idiot.
I get the first little rib of my forefinger here, and I pour it on it and just and lick it off. I'm like, okay, for a while. Of course, it wasn't too nice going down. And then I completely forget about it like 5-10 minutes later. And then, oh, my eye's itchy. And then I start rubbing my eye. And I didn't even take it into consideration as I was doing it. And I took it away. And then like 10-20 seconds later, I'm like, and yeah, I've done that multiple times as well. I've also licked it off tissue, which Collie absolutely fucking hated. But like, it was a sanitary material.
No, that tissue was outrageous. There was no need for that.
What? I was licking off its surface that wasn't my hand.
Were you there when he lit the cigarette off the tissue and he almost lit his fucking desk on fire? That was early.
That was the early days. That was the early days.
It was after hours too.
That was when I didn't have a working lighter.
Yeah.
So I was showing everybody like the
magic trick.
Well, it wasn't a magic trick. It was just the way that I'm used to doing it. So I usually would have had some like cologne or aftershave or fucking Lynx or something lying around the place, and you just get it and you fucking spray it down on the table. And I always had a lighter that was nearby that didn't have any gas but had a flint in it. So you spray it down, then you get the flint, and you literally just light the table on fire, and then you go down to get to
Just like that.
and just like the horse. And I
fucking
nearly
hell.
ended up burning my face. Yeah, good times.
Yeah, this is one. I don't know if I showed this on stream. Actually, this is one that my uncle, when I was over in Seattle, he gave it to me. The Mad Dog 357. So apparently this is hot as fuck.
That's quite a well-known one. Yeah.
It's 357,000 Scoville units.
Did you know that?
No,
you
not
know that
not
Tins
right
was
now.
sponsored by Secret Labs, by the way.
Yeah, it fucking should be. Fuck, we should have an affiliate fucking code.
I've got some Carolina Reaper ketchup in the kitchen.
Nice. I do like, apart from like being in pain with hot sauce, I do like a good hot sauce. Like, I like hot food. But
I really enjoy a hot sauce, but it's got to be in small doses. Like, I want something really, really hot and have a small amount of it. If I've got some, like, I don't know, like a really hot curry or something like that, the novelty wears off pretty quickly and it just becomes
painful,
an ordeal. But like a really, really good hot sauce in a small amount, I enjoy quite a lot.
Don't ever try the bomb then, it's horrible.
How much is the bomb in terms of Scoville units?
It's not so much that how much
it's like it's Scoville. Pure extract or some shit, is it?
Pure chili extract or some shit, yeah.
And it tastes like shit as well. It doesn't taste good.
Yeah, it's not tasty at all.
If it was actual capsaicin, it probably wouldn't be too bad, but since it's capsaicin extract, it just makes it god awful.
Here, the last time I had that Hellfire one, so D-Tech, when we were doing our hot ones challenge, we had the bomb was the second hottest one, and then the hottest one was one called Hellfire or something.
Yeah, the Hellfire one.
But on that day, the bomb fucked us up so much that the Hellfire one was nothing. The Hellfire one was like, that's the one. It wasn't that. We were like, this isn't that hot.
On hot ones though.
But but I had that one recently on its own for the charity thing for the spin the wheel, and that one on its own was fucking shit. Remember, I was on the floor, my stomach was in knots.
Yeah.
That wasn't like so much hot, but my stomach, I was in so much pain.
Was it Bobby Lee that came on Hot Ones and he had the hottest wing first and then shot himself?
Yeah, he went from the back to the yeah, he shit his pants.
I think he only had the top. I don't even think he made it anyway, like from like 10 to 1.
No,
he just had 10 and then that was it.
Yeah. Fucking nuts.
At my age, you can just shit yourself at any time. So, like, at least there was a hot sauce.
21-year-old, what the hell?
21-year-old, what the hell?
Would you try the new bomb, the re fucking?
I probably would. I've done the bomb enough times that
not at all, Collie.
If the other one was even marginally better, I would definitely give it a try.
I don't think I remember. It tasted more like you could taste more of the peppers instead of like the chemical extract taste.
Supposed to taste a lot better.
It was a burn.
Just tastes like plastic.
It tasted like a chemical burn. Like it didn't even taste like nice or anything. So if the other one even tasted marginally better, I'd try because
my arsehole the next day,
I had
lads.
the bomb in front of me now.
It was a miserable time.
Well, when I
chance I would do it again.
When I had mine and the bomb and stuff like that, I had my first COVID vaccine the next day. And I remember they were like, oh yeah, you have to wait for like 10 minutes until you leave, and it got to about 6 minutes, and I text Gabby, bring the car around, we need to go home right this instant, and it was straight up the stairs and on the bog.
Oh Christ.
Well, what was it? After the Hot Ones episode, I think I had the one of the kids had a birthday party at a trampoline park like the next day. I'm like, Collie, give me, I was like, let me know. And you were like, not a good idea.
Beardy, if you shot yourself and that came out and hit a kid, it would probably blind a child.
It would probably burn them. There's probably green burns, dude.
You take off, you jump on the trampoline.
Philadelphian man shits acid. Fucking terrible stuff.
Innocent child blinded.
Blinded by shite.
I'm not sure, Rich. I think they might use the new one on the show because it was Hot Ones and the bomb people that came up with it together, I think. So I think they do use the new one. Rather than the original.
Yeah, it would probably make sense that actually would have some flavor by then. I don't imagine like the people that made that ever tasted. Surely not. Like nobody could in their mind would taste that and say that's okay.
Oh, that's delicious.
There's only one person I know that I've heard say that, and I didn't believe them for a second, and that is Radshaz.
Jazz says he has it in the cupboard and he just has it randomly. Like,
Nah.
Yeah, like
Cat,
I don't know
Devil,
if that's
can
like
you confirm?
the bomb original or that's like the bomb the new version.
I can't see you having the bomb casually. I can't see you having that casually. Like, oh, let's add a bit of spice.
Fuck, just saying, the man's
the
metal.
Man is metal as fuck, and
he is.
He's fucking fantastic. But there's no way in his right mind he enjoys the bomb original on like whatever. There's no chance.
Maybe he has it on tissue paper and he enjoys it.
Exactly, Rich. They live in the same country, so they can confirm. Oh no, I cannot confirm nor deny.
There are some chili peppers that are tasty and some that just aren't.
Bat wings.
Shit,
I've got one that's not very hot.
Actually, when's the last time Shaz streamed? Is he taking a break at the moment? I just realized this.
I think he's on tour at the moment, I think.
Oh shit, fancy. Actually, speaking of Shaz, guys, look. This is one of his first band's t-shirts.
Oh, nice. Rach wore some of his merch to Maiden on Monday night.
Oh shit, nice.
Shangus turned up wearing a sewer t-shirt, of course.
Actually, D-Tech, I don't know if you've seen. I don't know if you've seen this, but
fucking guy.
I booed him. I booed him when he came in, and I was like,
that's awesome. Self promo. 2 self promos. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind hot sauce or anything, but I have this Heartbeat hot sauce, the blueberry.
Oh, that one's lovely. That one's really nice.
Often.
Oh, blueberry. That sounds nice.
But D-Tech, I don't know if you ever saw this, but
Amazon.
I back when I initially started following Shaz, I was following him for a few months, and he had a giveaway that you could enter with channel points, and I actually won it. Aww. Victory. Cat hates me ever since then. But the giveaway was
hated you before that. But.
The original Resident Evil games Japanese version on PlayStation 1, the actual discs and the games. So I'll show you them here. But this is class. Like as soon as this, and this is how I got the T-shirt as well. We got the Biohazard. We got Biohazard 1.
Oh, nice.
And
Biohazard 2.
And Biohazard 3.
That Biohazard 2 genuinely gave me nightmares.
So cool.
I saw the cover and it gave me the shivers when I was younger. Then I watched my brother play it, and then I'd have like a shock reaction whenever I seen the cover of like that half zombie face. I couldn't look at it, and I'd actually have to walk out of the room.
You pussy.
I was major pussy.
I remember
to a certain extent. Don't get me wrong.
I remember buying Resident Evil 2.
I did not.
I was in a shopping precinct with my mum and my sister, and my gran, I think, actually. And I managed to convince my mum to let me get it because it was still rated 15 at the time instead of 18. And it was shortly upgraded to 18 after that. But yeah, I've got a few PlayStation discs in the next room, and my aluminium cover OG RE4.
Ooh, fancy.
Oh, the OG steel case.
Yeah.
Class.
I've actually got the limited edition DualShock controller that came with the chainsaw controller that came with the original game.
Oh, sick.
That's class.
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe if I can find a way to hook it up to my computer, I'd like to run the remake with the OG chainsaw controller at some point.
Oh, there's definitely adapters out there.
There's got to be some way for me to do it, and I think that would be a fun thing to do.
Yeah, no, it definitely is. And if not, like getting like if you still have your PS2 or you got a PS2 on the cheap, getting an adapter, like the AV into HDMI, it ain't much. It won't be a big job.
Yeah, but my best friend got them for me back in 2008, maybe 2000. I'm not sure exactly when it came out, but basically on release, he got me the steel case edition and the controller, and I've kept them ever since.
I want to say like RE4 is 04 or 05. I think like 07, 08 is like Resi 5 territory.
Mm.
I mean, I think
it must be because I got the limited edition the Xbox Elite of 5, the Red Elite. So that was
probably
7.
I want to say 7 then.
Yeah, I want to say tail end of 07.
Because RE4 was released on GameCube, and that was most prominent. Probably 02 to 04, probably. I think was like the major lifespan of most of like the AAA games that Nintendo released for it. And RE4 was one of the very few broader console releases that was actually able to be ported over.
It was 2005. I just looked in my library there. 2005 that it came out. Yeah.
I may show you someday. Actually, I think I sent you a picture before, but I used to play airsoft back in the day, which is like paintball, but you have BB guns. But I actually have a pistol that is a Stars like police unit pistol.
Yeah, that was fucking sick.
Yeah,
you showed that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I didn't show it on stream or anything, but I think I put up pictures. I probably should put up pictures again. But when I got it, like I was just I think back in the day, I used to trade loads of airsoft guns back and forth with other people, and I was just given this one, and I didn't know like Stars, Resident Evil. I didn't know anything about it, and it's only when I started playing Resident Evil in the last few years, I was like, hold on, Stars is ringing a bell. So I went and rooted through and I pulled it out, and this is a Stars. It's one of the original pistols from
you still have
one
that?
of the OG games. Yeah, I still have it. Yeah.
Oh man, keep that.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool as fuck. I may put a picture up on the server, the Discord. It's a good time.
Actually, here's one. Just since D-Tech, you brought up the game was supposed to be 18s but was 15s. Have any of ye ever been denied being sold an 18 plus game underage?
Oh yeah, the whole time. I still look under 18 half the time, like.
I've never been carded. Never.
You've never been carded?
I used to walk in a liquor store and walk out with 2 30-packs, and when I was 16, never been carded.
I suppose that's kind of. See, it was weird.
I hope you were lifting from the knees.
from when like I properly like started like I suppose drinking, not just like knacker drinking, which is
knacker drinking by
like in a field or
you got to think of it this way too. Like 16 doesn't sound too crazy for you guys because what you guys drinking ages 18, yes?
Yeah.
What ours is ours isn't like okay, so yeah, it was like the same thing. Yeah.
Do you think, Beardy, do you think the actual drinking age in the US will always be 21, or do you think they'll ever change it to 18?
No, it'll never go to 18. It'll always be 21.
Fucking Yanks.
I think it was 18 years ago.
Oh, really?
And then, yeah. Something happened. I don't remember what exactly, but that's why it ended up getting raised to 21.
Is that state law or federal? Like, does it apply to the whole?
Oh, that's the whole United States. Yes. Yeah, but it's crazy because like everyone's argument is like pretty much against it. Is like you'll take someone at 18 to fight for their country, but you won't let them have a beer.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
pretty much. Just because it happened during the week, I follow Dean Norris, Hank A. Schrader on Breaking Bad. Follow him on Twitter, and he on the day his son turned 18 earlier this week, happened to be in Dublin. Took him for a fresh pint of Guinea. Again, big respect.
D-Tech, have you ever had a proper pint of Guinness?
Yes, I have.
Do you enjoy it?
Is Hank.
Dude, Chauncey probably a really good looking.
Man, Chauncey had a decent pint. Yeah, he went to an Irish bar.
I've seen that. I got super fucking
Chauncey.
It looked pretty good.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a story about Guinness actually.
Do share.
When I was sort of 16, 17, I went through the whole period of going to house parties with my friends. Every other week or every couple of weeks would have a house party in their house, and would when their parents were out or whatever, and we'd go around and we'd take fucking Lambrini and cans and whatever, and
Lambrini.
Drugini, lads. Drugini.
Oh yeah, Lambrini, man. It's just the posh version of champagne.
Ah,
Oh, I thought that was called.
Sparkling
I thought that was
shite.
like wine in a bag.
It's awful. It's But anyway, I went to one of these house parties and I drank all of the drinks that I'd brought with me. And I was like, has anyone got any booze? And they were like, yeah, oh, yeah, I've got some Guinness. Here you go. And they gave me 4 warm cans of Guinness.
Oh, Christ.
Oh.
Yeah, this was my first experience with Guinness as well.
Oh,
so
no.
I drank a couple of these warm cans of Guinness and they had the the little...
The ball.
the ball in them.
Yeah.
Which
The nitrogen ball.
Yeah, it hopes, it's supposed to kind of make
coming
it
out.
or whatever. And yeah, I was just drinking them straight out of the can, and I was as sick as a fucking dog.
You know,
I couldn't drink Guinness for years after that, but it's a beautiful pint now that I'm back into it. Like,
yeah, now that you got to taste for it, at least you were drinking it straight out of the can. You didn't shake the can, because I remember that was a thing when I was younger, and us young folk were getting into Guinness.
The young boys.
We'd be like, of course you couldn't go into like a pub at like 16, 17 unless they didn't know you and you were able to pass, but you couldn't go into your local. So most of us tried to go into our local. Of course you couldn't. But you'd end up getting like a can or something somewhere, and you just like crack the can and you drink it. So you couldn't get that savor of like it like rising or anything. But since I can't remember what other drinks have it in it, I don't know what got the thought in our head of
6 out of 10.
But you know the way like you hear the like the nitrogen ball in the can, so you think, oh, I'm supposed to like froth it up inside the can.
It's a kind of spray.
Shake the little shit out of it.
And you use like a shaker, and then it goes.
I don't know actually
like
any
all
other
over the
drink.
place.
I don't know if I
And
know
you're
what
like,
that is.
what? I've never seen a Guinness do that, just like froth all over the place. And then you get older, and you're like, I
was gonna say I don't know any other drink that is so bad out of a can compared to if you get it properly poured. Like Guinness is like, I'm not a huge fan of Guinness, but I must say I do appreciate a good poured pint of Guinness is very tasty. I just can't drink multiple of them, but out of a can it's always just shit.
Yeah, like you have a heavy stomach. Like if you're on like Guinness number 7 or 8 on a night out, you're probably
Fucking hell. So if you're about 6,000 calories in,
you're probably stopping there for the night, or else you're not going to have power hour. You're going to have scour hours the following day. You're just
the Guinness shite, lads. It's a unique thing.
Like you know the way you see that head that's like probably a good like probably 2/6 the size of the pint. You're going to get that in the bowl if you eat that the next day.
2/6 Percy, what kind of measurement is that?
Why?
Imagine measuring something like, yeah, it's about 2/6 the length of this.
Maybe a third.
Percy,
not a third.
I've been meaning to bring up as well. You like say 1/4 all the time instead of a quarter.
Do I?
Multiple times the other night you were saying 1/4. I was like, I can't deal with it. I can't deal with it.
It's 25%.
That doesn't make sense because I'm shy at fractions.
Like, funny.
Like if you give me a primary school fractions test right now, I'm failing that.
Guys, next week on Tins and Gins, math with Percy.
You can't claim to be shy of fractions when you're talking about fractions of shite.
Well, like 2/6 is just
Yeah, it's 1/3.
I suppose to rename Tins and Gins to In the Bowl.
In the bowl.
Actually, 2/6 and 1/3, yeah, is the fucking same thing. It's just whatever way, like I'm envisioning it in my head, I'm trying to think of like the point is like that size, and I'm trying to think.
And
like,
the point is in
like,
6 unit, lads.
like
6 units, lads.
size.
Sorry.
Okay, I should be looking at the camera. The point is like that size, and the head is like that size, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, yeah, that's like 2/6 of a point. It should be the head, and I know all about head, so
He's shit responsible.
Especially horses.
No, especially the horse. You beat me to it, Beardy. Come on.
Yeah, make it be quick.
Thunder yet
Oh,
again.
D-Tech, in case you missed out, Percy is an absolute lover of the horsecock.
Yes.
Oh man, he is a fanatic.
He knows his way around old.
He knows his way around a big cock and balls. Let me tell you.
That would be a bad time to say my crotch is pretty wet right now.
Who isn't? In fairness, Oreo, you got me there. Who isn't? Let's be honest.
Oh God.
This is the safe space. Okay, I'm not king shaming.
I don't have to give this synopsis, do I? I should probably give that.
No, you just love horsecock. We don't need a background. It's just accepted.
That's okay. That's okay.
You are JRHNBR. Just right height, no bucket required.
Well, technically, there was a bucket required.
Oh yeah, to catch all the cum.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh Christ! Fucking hell.
Can anyone in chat tell me what I've signed up for here, or just help to donate to Blink like really fast?
Oh God! All right, D-Tech, just for you.
D-Tech's like, you know that interview of like the back in World War II, they were interviewing the US soldier and he was blinking and he blinked torture. That's D-Tech right now. He's like, kick me, please.
Oh God! I suppose it's been a good year since. Or more since.
I don't think it's been that long. I'm
Since
pretty sure
what?
it's been brought up.
I don't know. It's probably been about a year.
The horsecock.
Yeah,
Man, I'm pretty sure we mentioned that last week.
No, the
And the week
original.
before.
Oh, the original. Yeah, about a year.
The original tale. Just see him sliding slowly down into his chair. Oh no! Oh God!
Buckle up, Buttercup.
Bucket up, Buttercup.
There's no easy way of saying this. The simplest form I can give is I grew up on a stud farm. We bred horses.
Percy bred horses.
Percy was the horse
Just the
breeder.
singular. He was the.
There was no female horses. So.
There was nobody else who could fit under the legs of a He was short, but he could handle a fucking big dick.
Daxter, he's such a bully.
No, this is normal. This is normal. Don't worry.
Percy's got a permanent indent in his shoulder. He's got a permanent indent in the right shoulder.
Anyway, Percy, continue. You were on a stud farm.
Yeah. Yeah, not on a stud farm. Fucking lived on one, mate. But anyway,
I think you're a stud.
Yeah, bred horses. So at times you'd have a fairly sought after stallion whose seed had to be dispersed throughout the land.
Seed.
By the land, Percy's talking about his throat. Sorry.
So that had to be saved, okay? So, put in the most layman's terms possible. Horsecock. Horse. Billy, shut the fuck up.
It's can't say horsecock out of nowhere. It's fucking come on.
To be short, horsecock.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, scratchy nose.
Okay. Okay, horse.
Mickey.
Horse Mickey.
I was gonna say penis.
Sometimes they're not so accurate when it comes to getting it in the hole in one, so to speak. So there comes a time in some unfortunate men's life where you have to
Fortunate in your case.
To that hole in one.
Yeah.
And not always you have to guide them into another horse. Sometimes you have to give them the fleshlight so you can you can spread the love. And spread the love we did. And I had to do it only once, but once was enough for me to have a horsecock on my shoulder into a giant box.
The horse bazooka.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, so you're holding it over shoulder, you're not standing in front of it.
No, not in front, not in front.
Percy's in front,
Not
like.
in front, okay, so it's coming over.
I didn't get it on me, but I had it on me.
You could probably feel the pump, like.
kind of.
Dev, that
Percy was like frubing it. You know when you get a frube and you need to squeeze out the last bit of the yogurt? That's what Percy was doing into the box. Just
Holly, where did you
getting
find
the thumb
that?
at D-Tech, getting the thumb at the bottom, you know?
Holly,
My fucking face hurts.
just gleaming horse.
Horse gog.
I just made it right there. That was me. I made it from scratch.
Your force-up skills have improved.
I'll never have a frube and look at it the same way.
Yeah. That's what they call it, frubing. Frubing.
At least he didn't get Bukakne.
Oh man,
Oh, God.
that has to be one of my favorite clips ever.
Oh, that killed me. Where is Steve here? Steve, you had
Steve's a legend. But I remember, the funniest thing about it, Percy, is when you're laughing, you can see the camera in the game like shaking, because you were like shaking with your hands.
Oh, it's good. Like when I laugh, I can't just like laugh at like my head or that. I have to laugh at my whole body.
Yeah.
So like, if something happens, you just see the mouse fucking jittering all over.
Bukakne. That is rough out.
Oh, Asa Akira. She goes down in history.
Yeah, she subscribes to my channel.
Fair play.
Because of me.
Thanks for the gift sub, by the way, dude. Much obliged.
Oh wait, is she on Twitch?
She is, and I actually like found her proper channel and gifted it to D-Tech.
Like a true friend should do.
And if you want your own favorite egghead emotes, not even egghead, just the finest egg in all the land.
Beardy, what a combo.
Oh, there you go. Oh my god, Beardy. Oh my god.
Hang on, there you go. I'll
Wait,
Oh wait, I've got to share this one as well.
yes, that's the one I want.
D-Tech, are you a fan of the Conehead movie?
Oh, great
I
movies.
haven't seen it
There we
actually.
Oh, Conehead's good.
Oh,
Conehead's so good, dude.
This
my walnut is calling.
Hey, that's pretty good actually.
this emote was made for me by Namiria, who I've also spotted in chat. I'm just gonna at her at the moment.
Oh my god,
She's
Colleen.
an absolute sweetheart. I don't think she's got affiliate yet, so I'd, just give her a quick.
Let's do what we
shout
can,
out.
lads.
Absolute sweetheart. Love it a bit.
I will do the needful.
Much obliged,
I
sir.
will
Much
do it.
obliged.
These combos are killing me. Absolute wombo combo.
Oh, where's Percy gone?
Cheers,
he's
Beardy.
This is walnut. His walnut.
Percy's gone to fucking relieve himself after all this horse
The
talk.
horse stories are getting all excited.
Yeah, that man's gone to paint his fucking jacks.
Yeah.
Collie. Man, the per blow, the good one. But you know what the best emote ever is? My favorite hype emote.
Go on then.
That
I got
actually
the-
okay. Oh Jesus Christ!
The best hype
Sorry,
emote.
I was like, Dax, what's happening?
Hype
It takes a
train.
while
Yeah,
to
like you
type. It
froze.
takes a while to type the per 35. I know it is. But yeah, we it started like a meme basically. I know it started between me and Collie and a few other people's channels. Like whenever there's a hype train going, you know when the hype train ends, everyone shares their hype emotes. We just posted Percy's emote, that one. We were like, oh, hype, hype train. So,
And there was that cat.
yeah, the cat fucking puking.
I think I tried to convince Kim first that it was a
She
hype train
thought it
emote.
was,
She
like,
was like,
didn't she?
yeah.
Didn't she have
And
a little
Kim
bit?
was like, is that a hype train emote? I was like, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
Yep.
Got a few nights out like that.
yeah, that cat is cross-eyed as fuck. That's a good time.
Oh god. Whoa.
You alright, Brady?
Our last bit of gin was fucking. Oh,
Rough as a bear's arse.
what was that though? Oh dear lord. Oh,
got you right where it needed to.
Oh,
So D-Tech, what's the upcoming schedule in terms of streaming? Just so people who aren't here can go and watch. Guys, please go follow D-Tech. He's a good man. He's good crack. Good member of the community. Just a very chill place to hang out. I must say, like hanging out in your streams, as much as you're just like speed running and people want to be there, you know, to see you do well. It's just a good place to fucking chill out, especially with the music you're listening to and stuff like that. It's a good time.
I think the best thing the best thing about my channel is, it's not me per se. It's the people in chat. You know, the Resident Evil 2 speedrunning community is
sound bunch of lads.
Absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it really is. The speedrunning community is great. And if you get into watching it, you know, you'll see a lot of people from my chat and other chats, all in the other channels and stuff like that. You really get to make a lot of friends and make a lot of social connections and stuff like that, and it's great.
Yeah, it's very similar to Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal has a very small speedrunning community.
You're right there, Dax. The fuck is that?
It's just, I'm back now, baby.
What?
Yeah, Doom Eternal has a very small community. It's funny, for a game that like everyone is just slaying demons and it's so violent, the community itself is very wholesome. Yeah. Very sweet people out there.
But as far as the speedrunning goes, there's I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of repetitive content. There's a lot of me running the first 5 minutes of the game and starting again. But when I actually get onto a run, you know, my heart rate goes up, and you know, if you're invested in that kind of thing, it is really exhilarating when somebody's on pace to get a PB or a competitive time. And it's very, very exciting. It's easy to get addicted to, and that might, if you're not into speedrunning already, it might not just be Resident Evil 2 that you're interested in, but if you start getting interested in speedrunning, it's a great thing to watch. It's really exciting.
So DJ, one thing like about your runs, like especially like one like specific part of the run. How did you manage to conquer? And don't fucking.
Are you gonna say G1?
Don't you fucking lie to me.
Yeah, no.
Is it G1?
Yeah, it is G1.
Yeah,
How did you
I know
manage
it.
to conquer the 15/G1? Because you're the only man that's conquered it. Like only a few have done it since. Like probably
so few.
Frit, McGallahan, and probably Ferretto. But you're the man who set the baseline for the 15-hit G1. Like how, like did you just do a like you didn't do it by accident because you do it consistently?
Or is it consistently by accident?
Give it a stop clock tells the right time twice a day.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No,
well, even you're sorry, just before your original clip of you doing that I was looking through. I can't remember if I got it in or not, but you done the 15 hit and you're like, oh, fucking 16 hit, let's go. And I went back and I had to look at it again. It was just like, was that 16 hit? And I counted and just like, no, that was 15. And you could see like the chats popping up, and you're like
popping off.
Lucy and Joydern and that popping in and going like, man, that was 15. And like it would have cut off like just before you would have answered. But I'm sure you would have been like, no, that was a 16. No way, that was a 15. It's not possible. But you managed to like make it possible, like consistently. Like, do you know like your movement down to a T, like those slashes precisely, or is it as simple as it's muscle memory? I don't know how I do it. I just do it.
It's possible to well, I think it's possible to get a consistent 15 if you're accurate enough. You need to be very precise with your angles. The first time I got a 15, I thought it was a 16, like you said, and that was clipped. But it turned out to be a 15. I didn't even realize until I saw the time save on the next split. It is possible to get a 15. It's actually possible to get a 14.
But what?
Yeah, it's possible to get a 14. It uses an entirely different strategy. I can
Is there like any way you're getting a double slash at the first few phases?
No. The 14/G1 is when G1 starts to turn after the first few slashes. You actually follow him around in a circle and hit him at the ideal knifing angle the whole time. It's incredibly difficult to do. I've tried it.
Are you strafing at the same time while you're...
You're probably following his eye around, right?
I just want to be absolutely clear. I have never managed to get a 14/G1 ever. I'm just trying to imitate the video of the other runner doing it. I can post a clip if you like.
If someone did, please do. I would love to see a 14-strike G1.
I will, but
I think my current best is a 17. I'm like, oh, how do I even get that down like a slash even 2? That seems impossible.
Percy, how many attempts do you have now actually in 120?
In 120?
Probably not many compared to 60, right?
I definitely done way more on 60 than I done on 120. Learning like all knife is the bane of my existence, especially G3. Like G1, I don't find too bad. G2 is okay, but G3's eyes, man.
The back eye is tough.
I don't even find it the back eye. What's troubling me
to manipulate him to do the overhand?
No, it's the first eye, man. Man, the first eye kills me because I'm not getting my angle right. So like, you know, the way I've been trying to learn it is Lucy Lover. He put up like an hour and a half long plus video of how he does his 120 run, and the way that I try to get better is by emulating other runners. I suppose probably the way that other people try to get better anyway. And it's the initial couple of slashes. So like when you like come in and do the initial slash, you're supposed to come in and like barely catch the eye on the bottom of the first slash and walk in and catch his back leg 3 times and then walk back, and on either
I never did that shit.
You get like the pop on the eye, and then like you go back, you swap knife, you go forward 2 or 3 strikes, which I always make a mistake on, where I count my strikes and I don't wait for the eye pop before I move to the back eye.
Amateur.
It's something I really have to kink out. But anyway, it's the initial strikes that really catch me off of G3. So it is super dependent on where you're knifing him compared to the strikes you're getting in. Like if you're getting in good hits, fair enough, but if you're doing too much damage, you're doing it badly, which is hard to process, especially when you do get the back eye and then you try move in to do the last couple of strikes before you swing around to hit the back eyes, which from only what I've learned from being mentored by like Lucy and D-Tech and Deschain, where if you're not aiming low enough for G3, if you're not aiming like at his legs and you're aiming for the body at all, there's a strong chance that you're going through the body and you're hitting his eyes. So you're doing too much damage. So by the time you get around to hitting his back eyes, you've done so much damage, he's going to stand up earlier and you're not going to get in enough hits to do the one cycle on him. And that's a steep learning curve, especially when I've been so trained on to 60, where you do the flamethrower, where it's not too bad. You flamethrower, you walk into him.
Do you want to go back to it, Percy?
Yeah, I want to go back to 60 as
soon. No, do you want to go back to 120 or did you go back to 60?
Oh, I want to go back to 6, or I want to go back to 120, get a decent PB, because it really irks me that I can get a minute to a minute 30 into the green by the time I get to the red, blue, green. Like essentially the.
Me and Shaz had a good back and forth.
The first, I always call it the G Fuel puzzle.
the mixer puzzle or whatever.
The first mixer puzzle.
Not sponsored.
That was my first actually kind of got me into Resident Evil. Was actually I was trying to beat Shaz with my runs. Shaz had a 120 FPS Leon A standard time, and I was like, you know what? Shaz is a good friend of mine, so I'm going to try beat him, and I did. So fuck him. Fuck you, Shaz.
I won't even lie. I don't know if I've said it before.
Chanda Thunder coming in hot.
It kind of.
Chanda. Welcome everyone.
I won't lie, Dax. I don't know if I've said this before. It kind of pisses me off that you've done so few runs.
101. 101 attempts.
You have such a good fucking time.
Oh man!
Like I'm still a ways off getting your time, and recently I've not been trying so hard because I haven't been playing the game. Between practicing 60 with a shitty PC, going to a slightly less shittier PC, then getting a fucking monster, and then trying
just fucking do it, like
just cursing over to 120. I know I should just fucking do it, but still. Oh god, man! Yeah. You managed to get that time, just like he's just
Devo. Do you know, or not
Devo?
Sorry, D-Tech. I saw Devo in chat. D-Tech. Do you know about the 997? The significance of that number?
No.
So it took me 997 attempts to get one official run in Doom Eternal, 100% Ultra Nightmare.
See this keyboard? That's the 997 keyboard.
Yeah, that's the 997 keyboard. I got the PB
when
on
you
that.
spilled a bunch of fucking pints on.
Beardy, there has been a lot of shit spilled on that, and it's more than pints. You know what I mean? Like,
again.
Roll the clip. Actually, D-Deck, you played Doom Eternal, right? What did you think of it?
Oh, fantastic game. Really, really love it. I'd never tried speedrunning it. I kind of experimented a little bit with doing the first.
You should do it. It's class. It's good fun. You won't get depressed or anything running that game. It's a good time.
Good one. Cheers, man.
You can get partner running that game though.
Seems like
Did he just say he's a virgin?
Thank you, Rich.
I remember that cat.
Oh man, yeah. So D-Tech, my gold split sound was, you know that the porn clip of the dude getting seduced by a girl, and he's like, "No, I'm a virgin." No. Do you know that clip?
No, don't do it.
Anyway, my gold split was your man going, "I'm a virgin." And when I finished the run, of course, it was my first official finish, so it was a gold split. It said, "I'm a virgin," and somebody left a comment on my fucking YouTube or Twitter or something saying, "Did this dude," because I had my hands here, and he said, like, "Did this dude just announce that he's a virgin when he got his BB?" And I was like, "Oh, bro, it's a fucking voice clip." Like,
it does reset that though, Dax. You know, after so many years and stuff. So you know. Might as well be.
Yeah, I may as well. Well, the amount of hours I put into Doom Eternal, like speedrunning, I'm basically a virgin again. It's good to be back.
I'd probably like to give it a try, but I don't think I'd go for a competitive time. I mean, by the time you actually finished the game, you were already in top 10, weren't you?
I was seventh, yeah. But there's like 22 or 25 runners. I think I'm 11th now or 12th.
I thought 6th was your peak.
I did do an Ultra Nightmare run.
I don't know if it's 6th or I thought it was 7th.
I think it was 6th.
4 sessions, I think, to complete it.
6th, yeah, sure.
Like 6 hours or something like that.
It's good, like even like doing the challenge run of Ultra Nightmare is good fun. It is good fun. But speedrunning it is tough.
Which are just so tough. Really, really difficult. And I think it's a reasonably well balanced game. I think Ultra Nightmare is legitimately hard to do, even if you're good at gaming.
Man, I'm telling you, after, like, I must say, now that I'm playing Halo again, Halo Legendary No Death would be fucking seriously tough. That shit would be ridiculously tough.
I was watching you do that little corridor with the laser sword or the energy sword, and they get one bang and you're like, "That's ridiculous!" It's one hit, and you're dead.
Like I'm playing heroic. I'm not even playing legendary. And if an elite gets to you, you are dead. If you get one melee attack from an elite, you're dead. Like even if they have their gun, as soon as they hit you, you're dead. And I was like, "This is heroic. This is ridiculous."
Yeah, what was that? I seen like the last level, whatever the last level you played, and you're going through with the what's the name of the ghost.
Oh man, yeah, and they had the jackals and brutes and shit. Oh, I was getting shafted.
You hopped off that, like it went on fire. You hopped off it for not even a second, and you were dead. I'm like,
Yeah, it's
oh
a it's like I forget. Like obviously, I see Halo as like a childhood game of mine. I loved it, but I don't realize how fucking difficult it is on the higher difficulties. It's a very difficult game. Crazy shit.
I don't know if you've ever seen him. They're a team, but I always called it a dude. But on YouTube, they're called Official Duck Studios, all one word. But he'd go to different establishments. Like say one was he'd go to McDonald's and he'd order a meal, but he'd bring a TV and his Xbox with him, and he'd set up Halo 1, and you're like, how long can I play Halo 1 on Legendary Edition, on Legendary, before I can beat it? And more times often than not, he'd be able to beat the game before they'd ask him to leave.
Halo 1 Legendary isn't too bad. But Halo 2 is fucked.
But still, that's impressive. That's a couple of hours of your time.
Yeah. It's a good time. Digitech.
Oh, yes, my old name.
There is it. Oh, is your name Digitech?
It used to be, yeah.
Wait, was Digitech a phone provider in Ireland, Percy, wasn't it?
Was it?
Yeah, Digitech.
Percy has no clue what you guys are saying at the moment.
I'm pretty sure Digitech was like O2 back in the day and stuff like that. The service provider.
I was looking at option number 2.
Digicel. Was there not a Digitech as well, Talon?
It was Digimon.
Digimon, yeah.
There was
Digimon,
yeah.
Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions.
Digimon.
Digitech was, I think, an old manufacturer of like guitar pedals or something like that back in the day, but it was with a CH at the end. There was also computer components manufacturer. I think they did like CPU coolers or something back in the day.
I remember we used to have Ready to Go. Remember they had like, it was like the old like Motorola
Yeah, was
kind
it
of
ready to go, not just like prepay?
Oh, Motel.
Yeah, that was just prepay, but like they had the tune like, baby, I'm ready to go.
Maybe I'm
Not ready to go. Drop a beat now, baby now. It was just like, yeah, you pay as you go. You're a fucking rave head. Let's go there.
Beardy looking extra saturated. He's looking extra fucking thick today.
Look at those blurred thighs.
Yeah, I got the feet up.
They can't contain the majesty. Mr. Fontaine. Mr. Fontaine. Congratulations. You have a son.
I'm just extra comfy.
Where's your goddamn son?
Show me.
You know this Barry guy, eh? You've been holding his bags, huh?
Where's Newgate Fontaine?
That's a fucking great impersonation. How long have you been practicing that? That's good. That's good.
Just once in a while, every 5 seconds.
Every 5 seconds at home, you know. At DTech, I slid into your DMs there whenever you're ready.
Comedy. Beardy, tell us a joke.
Beardy.
What?
Beardy, tell us a joke.
What?
He spent on comfy. I said comedy. The points stand.
What the fuck?
Comfy comedy, they're all the same. Come on.
Fuck what?
Yeah.
We're all waiting. TikTok.
I got nothing.
Oh, TikTok climbs the clock.
I know. Tell me about it, Dev. Tell me about
I'll
it.
tell you a joke if you want. It's not going to be good though.
Poor childhood.
Oh,
Porky.
Wow, Porky.
The worse, the better. We're
Yikes,
still
bro.
waiting for a topper of the pink joke.
Ah, fuck that.
I don't think you have it in you. I don't think.
D-Tech, you want to lurk in Percy's stream until you save up enough points to listen to the Pink joke.
Yeah, if you get the low price
I'm
of
not sad. You're sad.
It's 1 million, right?
2 million
2 million.
perk points,
Cheap.
I might take it.
I heard it was going to get lowered soon.
I might take it down to 500,000 because I'm such a shit cunt.
So
Wait,
Percy,
what else was
going from 2 million to 500,000, what's that as a fraction?
2 8.
Two eights.
It's definitely 2/6.
It's not 2/6. Is there a Percy summer sale? Absolute welcome down to Bargain Town.
All right, here we go.
Please.
Ready?
Hey, hit us.
So the general is on the battlefield and he's sitting with his army behind him. And he says, Bugler, sound the trot. So the bugler's like, and they start trotting like this. You know, the cavalry coming down the hill.
All of us now, all together. Beardy, join in with the trot.
All together. And then the general says, we're getting a bit closer now.
There they are, lads. They're close.
Bugler, sound the gallops. So the bugler's like, you know, and then they start getting a little bit faster like that. And then they're starting getting, and the enemy's coming towards them, and they're all, you know, starting to get hyped up and stuff like that. And then finally the general says, Bugler, sound the charge. And the bugler goes,
The Percy's heard that sound before.
That sounded so fucked. Percy's popping off here. Right. The joke is finished. Percy's like completely gone. Hey,
Percy, if you want any advice on getting to sub 55, hit me up.
Oh, he'll show you. Hi guys, we are at 12 minutes past midnight, so I want to say from all of the Tins&Gins hosts, D-Tech, it's been an absolute pleasure getting you on. Sorry, it's been like 6 weeks. I think it was 6 or 7 weeks ago I asked D-Tech to join us initially, but we just had a lot of life shit coming up. So thanks for taking time out of your evening to join us. And everyone in chat who's watching, please go follow D-Tech. He's good crack, good streamer, great speedrunner, and overall good entertainment.
Thank you so much for inviting me on. I really appreciate it. And it was nice to meet you, you know, Collie and Beardy.
Yeah, man.
Likewise, man.
All ours, dude.
Oh wait, why am I trying to raid D-Tech? Sorry, I'm
What an idiot!
I'm an idiot, man.
What an idiot!
All right, guys, we're gonna send you over to another member of the Peach Gang who just went live. Oh wait, I'm actually trying to raid Retech or D-Tech. D-Tech, I'm fucking getting rid of that. God damn.
I see her.
Like, get live.
There we go, guys. Nubica is live. Another member of the Peach Gang. So let's go in and say hello. But again, thanks D-Tech for joining us. Hopefully everyone enjoyed watching. Please go follow D-Tech.
Please go check this man out.
Oh, join the community Discord if you so wish. The Peach Gang Discord. And we're going to be, well, I won't speak for everyone else, but I will be chilling out in the Discord after this. When this stream ends for maybe 30 minutes, I'll just chill out. If anyone wants to come in and say hello, feel free. Same to you guys if you want to join me, of course, as well. As per usual, usually hang out there for 30 minutes or that. And we just talk shit. It's a good time.
Shocked tit. Dude, what is wrong with you tonight?
What did I say? Shocked tit?
Shocked tit?
Man.
It's a party ball. Party ball!
Yeah, we need one of them every week to kick things off.
The buzz ball, man. Fucked me up.
But D-Tech, we've been saying for almost 3 years, one day we'll get you back for episode number 2. No one has had...
Yeah, no one's had an episode 2.
No one's had the chance yet. But you could be one of the one.
Guys, go follow Nubica. Raid's about to happen. Thank you so much for joining episode 132 of Tins&Gins. Look after yourselves. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
See you guys.
Ciao. Bye-bye.
We taste your titties in Discord. Fuck. Well played, fellas. Well played.